they had that was so big. He's like 6 foot, 205, and he was fast. And it was really, really hard to bring down. He had 173 yards rushing, carried the ball 37 times. So that's a tribute to your offensive line there.
That is, and here's about Northside's offensive line, and this held true last week, and you saw this. That it seemed like Northside's offensive line on just about every play, Ryan's defensive line was beating them off the ball.
Can't have that tonight.
No, and I don't think you will tonight. I think Northside's offensive line, size-wise, now that's just looking at, from where we're sitting up here in the press box, looking out at both lines. And it looks like they're comparable in size, comparable in speed, quickness, and so I don't think that's going to be the problem this way. They can't let Central's defense penetrate past them. They're going to have to give those running backs time to at least get a handoff and get to the line of scrimmage before they're hit, and they're going to have to give Deuce Wise more than 1.5 to 2 seconds to throw the ball.
Well, you're right. We hope that is what transpires tonight. Well, we owe you a break before we come back for kickoff. We're going to give that to you right now. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the kickoff after this word from Armstrong Bank. This is Grizzly Radio on 98.7.
Armstrong Bank is a proud supporter of the Northside High School Grizzlies. Wishing you good luck and a great season from our team to yours. We are family-owned and operated and have been since 1909. With 4 convenient locations now in Fort Smith, our friendly and knowledgeable staff is excited to get to know you and ready to serve your financial needs. Come see us today and we'll show you the Armstrong difference. For hours and locations, please visit our website at www.armstrongbank.com.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV in Alma. Football season is here, and whether you're tailgating with the Razorbacks or enjoying the great outdoors, Crabtree can help you experience the natural state. Our giant indoor showroom makes shopping enjoyable with hundreds to choose from. You're sure to find the right RV for any budget. Like the 2018 KZ Sportsman fifth wheel starting at $245 a month, or the 2018 Coachman Freedom Express as low as $210 a month. We're behind the Cracker Barrel in Alma, Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
For almost 7 decades, Nabholz has built a reputation for quality, value, service, and integrity. 20 of those years, we've proudly served the Fort Smith area. How? By working with the highest safety standards, taking care of our employees, and serving our communities. From office buildings to hospitals to museums, we build it all. We're also the #1 K-12 builder in the state with over $1 billion worth of facilities in just the last 10 years. We want to know you better. Stop by our website and let us know how we can serve you. www.nabholz.com or 877-NABHOLZ.
Ferris football in fall. What a great time of year. Mike Blaylock with Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. If you're looking for a way to cut your utility bills, we're here to help with the York high-efficiency heating and cooling products and the Ream tankless water here with 95% efficiencies. So to have a red truck rolling your way today, give us a call. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Northside sent 4 seniors out as captains tonight, Jeff. Jordan Dilworth, Drake Stem, Shamar Lindsay, and Trey Rideout. They lose the toss, and Central has deferred. So Northside's going to get the ball first in the opening kick. And I know that Coach Fleur would rather defer and get it in the third quarter. And this happened against us in last week against Bryant. But you got to make the best of it. Do what you can to get some points on the board, or at least get a sustained drive. We really only had 2 sustained drives last week, but one was for 7 minutes, one was for 6 minutes. Came at good times, but we just couldn't get any real points out of it.
No, and when you keep the ball that long, you need to score. Don't need to, you'll take 3 points, but when you have a drive like that and it's a double-digit play drive, you need to get 6 points.
Well, Grizzlies are coming on the field tonight. They have red jerseys, red pants, red helmets, white numbers. Little Rock Central has gold pants, white shirts, and black numbers with black helmets. They're going to be a little bit easier to see tonight than last week. Northside had black jerseys on with red numbers. It was hard to see, but we know them well enough to know who each one of them are. So, but tonight, if we get mixed up at all, we at least have a better view of it.
Yeah, that's true. You were speaking of Jordan Dilworth as being one of the captains. I'd like to see him get loose tonight and show his. He hasn't really had any quote big plays yet, and I'd like to see him get loose tonight and show people what he can do.
Paredes is going to tee it up at the 40. Antonio Brown is going to be deep to receive this kick, along with Micaiah Davis. They'll set up at the 8-yard line. Jose has a good enough leg, Jeff. He's proven it time and time again that with no wind, he can put it in the end zone.
There's a little bit of wind. The flags across the field are blowing a little bit, not much.
And this football game is underway. It's going to be a low kick that hits at the 15. It's picked up at the 10. He's going to be at the 20, the 25. He makes a move to the 30, to the 35, all the way up to the 39-yard line.
Bobby Brown.
And that was the up man, Bobby Brown. He is a 5'9" senior, 180 pounds, good run back.
Yeah, that was about a 29-yard return right there. He caught that on the hop. That's about the 10-yard line and got it out to the 39. That was a really good return.
Jacob Howard's going to be your quarterback for Central. Talked about him in pregame. He is a 6'2", 175-pound senior. Started 9 games last year. Ball's on the right hash mark at the 39-yard line. He sends twins to the left, one to the right. He's going to hand it off. Ball's going to be taken up the middle, may get over the 40-yard line, possibly to the 41.
Well, you had number 90. That was Rafonte Rideout leading the way, and he had a little help from our buddy, number 11, Anthony Travis.
Taki Patrick is out with a shoulder injury, and he is, speaking of Trey Rideout, that's who took his place. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. The ball is marked at the 41-yard line of Central. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back again, Whitaker, and he gets up over the 45 to the 48-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, somebody, outside linebacker on that, I think, lost containment. They made up for it. That was Anthony Travis again on the tackle.
Short of the first down, 3rd and 1. Ball marked at the 48-yard line of Central. Howard, your quarterback, works out of the gun. Got one back in the backfield. Twins to the left, one to the short side of the field. Takes the snap, and he's going to give it to his running back, Whitaker. He's going to try to get the first down, and he will. He gets over midfield into the Grizzly territory at the 48-yard line.
And number 36,
that is Jacorian Whitaker, the senior, 5'6", 155. He's built low to the ground, Jeff.
Yeah, he's a solid runner, but the Cole Edens and Alan Fonte brought him down on that play.
1st and 10. 10:33 left in the first quarter. Central has a first down now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of Northside. Going to send trips to the left side. Howard wants to throw. He's being chased. Runs out of the pocket, and he tries to throw it just to get away from Northside. Who is that, Jeff?
That's number 91.
97 is Ray Taylor Roan that was chasing him.
We almost got him.
Almost got him. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
And he's bringing in heavy artillery here, Stevie Young.
Stevie Young, starts at right tackle. I was talking to Coach Fleur before the game, and he said, you will see Stevie at defense. We're going to have him. Howard sends twins to the right side, one receiver to the left. He's going to hand it off to Whitaker up the middle, probably get a yard. Maybe not a yard. He might not even got back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Well, we spoke to Stevie Young there. Guess who's in on the back? Stevie Young along with Locke Stubblefield.
Stevie's a big presence.
Yes, he is.
3rd down and 10. The ball is at the 48-yard line of Northside. Howard sends trips to the left, looks to the sideline to get the play. Didn't like what he was seeing from Northside. Got one back in the backfield, one receiver to the near side. He wants to throw. He has a little bit of time, and he throws it out on an out route, and almost caught by DeJohn Brewer, but it went out of his hands, and it was almost then picked off by Northside.
Yeah, number 84, Jeremy Maffei.
You're going to say that a lot tonight because he's going to be playing a lot tonight.
Well, he almost had him interception there.
Howard the quarterback is also Howard, the punter. He'll take the snap at about his own 40. Jordan Dilworth will set up at his own 10-yard line. There's 9:32 left the first quarter. The score is 0-0. Central was able to get one first down, get it into Northside territory, but that's where it stalled.
You got to be careful here. The quarterback and also the punter, they couldn't make it. So Northside return team needs to be awake.
Well, Jeremy Maffei and Greg Washington are not dropped back. They're just about 10 yards back, just in case what you're saying happened.
Well, they knew that coming in. They've worked on this all week. I'm sure the coaching staff has. So, they knew way before this game started that he was their punter. So they're ready for whatever he may bring at them.
Now the clock is stopped at 9 minutes and 32 seconds. Ball at the 47-yard line of Northside. The referee is at the Central side talking to, looks like their offensive coordinator, or that may be Scooter he's talking to.
Yeah, that's
hard to tell from here.
That's Scooter over there. Yep, that's him. I don't know what was being said, but apparently Scooter had a problem with something.
Now they're going to talk to Coach Fleur, bring him up to date on what it is, and this is where we need that sideline reporter, Jeff, to kind of bring us up to date on what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
It's not going to change anything in the position of the ball. 4th down and 9, ball at the 47-yard line of Northside. Howard is back to punt. Dilworth is back to receive. Now they have the green light. The clock is running. Gets a good snap, and he will punt it away, and it's a high, wobbly spiral. Jordan will take it at his 5. He's up to the 10. He's at the 15, and he is going to lose his footing and go down to the 18-yard line. You just can't keep waiting for Jordan, boy, just to get that seam and show some of that speed.
And it looked like he had a little bit of opening there, and, he just lost his footing right there at the, looks like, the 18-yard line?
That's the 18-yard line, and tried to cut to the right and looked like he lost his footing and went down. First and 10 for Northside at their own 18, 9:13 left in the quarter. It is 0-0. Deuce Wise is your quarterback. Eli Bolton is your running back. They're sending trips to the left. They'll probably throw back to the weak side. So they hand it off to Bolton. He's going to get up to the 20-yard line. Talking to Coach Fleur before the game, and he said the first thing they would do is run trips left and try to throw it to the backside based on wherever their safety was, and I don't think he squatted on it. So they gave it to Eli Bolton. That was a run-pass option for Deuce Wise. It's going to bring up now 2nd down and 8. Deuce works out of the gun. Eli stays in the game to running back. One receiver left who he sends in motion. That's J.T. Thorne. He fakes to him. Deuce is going to keep it himself. He gets up to the 25-yard line. Keeps his legs churning. Now he's up to the 28-yard line. Takes about 3 Central Tigers to bring him down, and there's going to be a flag on the play.
That was thrown from the back judge, very far back referee behind the defense. This may be a face mask on Central.
Deuce was churning his legs and was determined not to be brought down, and you're right. Anytime something like that happens, you're probably going to get a face mask.
Yeah, you have a big pileup like that, people pushing, people shoving. And usually this back judge back here is way behind the defense. If he throws that flag and that pile, it's usually face mask.
They're going to put the ball at the 34-yard line on the Northside, 1st and 10. Deuce has twins to the left, takes the snap, wants to throw, throws right over the middle, and he's got a man. Complete at the 45-yard line, gets up to the 47-yard line. That was complete to Josh Douglas, who is also your backup quarterback. Now there's a flag in the Northside's backfield.
And you and I both know what that means.
You know what that is. Somebody held.
Yeah, and he did. Not only did he hold, he tackled. So
they're going to move that one back 15.
Yeah, he definitely did that, though. That was, when you're right out in the open like that, you got to let him go. You can hold him for a couple of seconds, but you've got to let him go.
Now it's going to be 1st and 15, it looks like, from the 28-yard line of Northside. Deuce is in the gun, and now there's another flag.
think that's offsides on Central.
You're in your fifth football game now, and you'd like to think that you could get rid of some of the senseless penalties.
Well, this is one of the things that drives the coach crazy. You're in your fifth game of the season, and you're still making mental mistakes. Well, that's on Northside.
Josh Douglas is going to come out of the game, and James Clayton is going to come in, your sophomore tight end. That is against Northside. They're going to move them back 5 more. 1st and 20, all the 24-yard line of Northside. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Jackson King's your running back. He's going to hand the ball to Jackson King. Jackson gets over the 30-yard line to the 31. Has a lot of deceiving speed. Has a very, very quick start.
Well, I tell you what, he was just a shoestring tackle away. He had a lot of green in front of him. He could have got away from that one tackle.
Ball's at the 31-yard line of Northside. 2nd down and 14 yards. Deuce in the gun, and he is going to fake that Jackson's going to keep it himself, and he has nowhere to go. We talked about the importance of the offensive line to give Deuce just a little bit of time. He had no time there at all and may have gotten back to the 34-yard line.
He didn't have time with that defensive end for Central. I got to give him a pat on the back. He didn't take the fake to the fullback. He took care of his position, and he had the quarterback, and he wrapped him up, and Deuce had nowhere to go.
J.T. Thorne split to the right side. Clayton's in the slot to the right side. Jackson King's your running back. Deuce works out of the gun. He wants to throw, and he's going to throw it over the middle, and he's going to overthrow his receiver. He had a Central Tiger running with him stride for stride. That was intended for Jordan Dilworth, and Jordan couldn't get around him. No flag on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 11. Jason Surface will come on to punt this one away. Neither team is able to move the football. Central's able to get it in Northside's territory. Northside had penalties working against him, couldn't sustain a drive there. Terps will take the snap at his own 20. It's a good snap, and the kick is off, and he will kick it to the left side. It lands at the 40, and it's going to take a Northside bounce down to the 36-yard line of Central, where they will set up 1st and 10 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. The score is 0-0.
Tigers, ball clock around 36-yard line.
The defensive backfield tonight from Northside: Elijah Taboo, Greg Washington, Jeremy Maffei, and Tyreek Adams.
That's a pretty good group.
Jacob Howard is set up in the gun. He sends twins to the left side. He's got one back in the backfield. That's Whitaker, and he's going to hand it to him. He's hit immediately.
Wow,
no game.
That was number 91 and number
Caden Washington and Raytail Roan on the tackle.
Man, they've had him talking about beating somebody before they take the handoff. That was a good play.
The yard loss brings up a 2nd down and 11. 6:11 left in the first quarter. 0-0 is the score. Nobody has threatened yet. Howard sends twins to the left side, 1 receivers to the short side of the field. Takes the snap, rolls to his left. He wants to throw, and he has overthrown his man.
Wow.
He was throwing it to Anton Westbrook, who's a 10th grader, 5'8", 165, and he just really threw it out of reach.
Yeah. He had a little bit more time there. That was a rollout pass to his left, so he had a little more time to throw there. And that actually should have been caught. But
Jeremy Maffei was in quick pursuit there.
Yeah.
Hot pursuit. 3rd down and 11. 5:53 left in the open quarter, 0-0. Howard sets up in the gun, has Whitaker in the backfield. Howard wants to throw, throws it over the middle, and it is knocked down by Tyreek Adams at the last second. Great job by Tyreek. The receiver actually had inside position, Jeff. That's DeMarcus Yancey. He is a very good receiver. It was on a skinny post. Tyreek Adams came over the last second, knocked it away. Had he not, that could have been 6.
Yeah, that would have been 6.
Going to bring up a 4th down and 11. The ball is on the 35-yard line of Central. Jordan Dilworth drops back to take this punt from Howard. He's going to be at his own 32. Howard's looking for the snap. The high wobbly snap. He gets the kick away. It's actually a good kick. Dilworth just watches it go because there was a flag thrown right before he kicked it.
Well, even if it's against Northside, they'll still have to punt. It'll still be a 4th and long situation.
It's going to be offsides on Central. That's going to move them back 5 yards. Be 4th down now and 16. Ball will be put at the 30-yard line of Central. Dilworth's going to move up to the 33-yard line of Northside to return this punt. Just one time, I'd like to see Dilworth get some space.
If he does, he's gone.
Good snap. The kick is up, and it is a low driving kick that hits the 32, and Jordan just going to get away from it. Ball's going to roll dead at the 27-yard line of Northside. They will set up shop there. 1st and 10 with 5:31 left in the opening quarter.
Well, that was a 3-and-out for the Northside Grizzlies defense. We hope we see a lot more of that tonight. Now we need to see a pretty good drive here with 6 points being put on the board.
Aaron Robinson's going to be split to the near side of the field. The ball's on the right hash mark, and he sends trips to the left. Deuce wants to throw, and he throws a swing pass out to Jackson King. Jackson's at the 30. He's at the 35. He's at the 40, and he's run out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Good job by Deuce. Threw it right in the perfect place where Jackson can catch it on the run and show that speed. He was able to get around the corner. They're going to mark him back at the 40, but it is a 1st and 10. Deuce sends J.T. Thorne split to the wide side of the field. Twins to the left. Got Dilworth in motion. He's going to give it to Jackson again. Jackson is hit. Falls forward to the 45-yard line. One thing Jackson has on his mind is he's holding on to that football.
Yeah, he's not going to give up any more fumbles. He's got both arms around it, so he's taking care of it tonight so far.
2nd and 6 for Northside. The ball's at the 44-yard line of Northside. Deuce Wise is set up in the gun. Jackson still your running back. Going to send Dilworth in motion again. Same play gives it to Jackson King. Jackson's in the midfield. Now he's at the 40. He's hit at the 30-yard line of Central, where he is brought down after a quick game. You got to be quick just to talk about it.
Yeah. That was a pickup there for about 26 yards.
Great job by Jackson King, but let me tell you who really did a good job. Your offensive line.
Yes, sir. They had a big hole there, and then, Deuce made a good read on that as well.
1st and 10 for Northside at the 30-yard line of Central. Deuce sends trips to the right. He is going to hand the ball off to Eli Bolton. Eli is around the corner, gets up to the 20-yard line. Stays inbounds. The clock is now at 4:42.
That's going to be close to a 1st down there, too, Buzz.
They're going to mark him about a yard short, Jeff. Deuce looks to the sideline to get his play. Eli Bolton is your lone running back. Ball's on the right hash mark at the 20-yard line. Dilworth's in the slot. Now he's going to send J.T. Thorne in motion, and he's going to hand it off to Eli Bolton up the middle. He gets to the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Get the feeling that Northside's picking up some confidence now. Offensive line's doing a good job. They're giving them some space, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, and it's a big difference to a running back when you can make it to at least a line of scrimmage without getting hit.
1st and 10 for Northside at the 13-yard line of Central. Deuce sends Thorne in motion. He's going to hand off to Bolton again. He takes it up the middle. He's going to get a couple yards. Looks like he's going to get about to the 8-yard line. They've run the same play twice now, but that play can take so many different directions when you're sending JT in motion like that. Deuce has a choice to give it to him on a jet sweep, give it to Bolton, or keep it himself. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Twins to the left. Now he sends Thorne in motion again, and he's going to give it to him on a jet sweep. He's at the 10, the 5, down to the 4-yard line.
Number 8, J.T. Thorne.
I said
carry for the Grizzlies.
2nd goal. It's not. They can get a 1st down at the. It looks like Jeff at the 6-yard line.
I think it's 1st down at about 4.
Is it the 4?
Yeah, I think it's the 4.
Yeah, you're right. It's the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. The ball is at the 5-yard line. Eli Bolton is your running back. Dilworth in the slot to the left side with De'Aaron Robinson. Van Montre's in the slot on the other side. He's going to hand it off to Bolton. Bolton takes it up the middle to the goal line. Touchdown, Northside. Offensive line has opened up hole after hole on this drive. That's the result right there. 3:05 left in the first quarter. Northside strikes first, 6-0. Jose Paredes will now come in to attempt the extra point out of Deuce Wise's hole. Now, they're going to set up in the swinging gate, and they do this every time. And if Deuce likes what he sees, and he does, he takes the snap and he throws it over the middle. 2-point conversion is good, and that was to Anthony Travis. The score is now 8-0. And Northside will do that on every extra point. They'll set up in the swinging gate. If Deuce likes it, it's his call.
Yeah.
He liked it, threw it to Anthony Patrick, and he takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Makes the score 8-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the kickoff right after this word from First National Bank of Fort Smith.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to our community and customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National is still locally owned with local decisions, so we know our commitment continues. Proud of the past, excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Mayo-Thompson. Northside scores and makes the score 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Eli Bolton took it up the middle. They ran the same play 3 times in a row, and like I was saying earlier, he has an option. He can give it to Thorne on the sweep. He can keep it himself. He can get it to Eli. And Deuce has done a great job. He saw the opening there, gave it to Eli, and he takes it in for the score. Paredes sets it up at the 40-yard line. Kicked this one off, and he kicked it low and hard last time, and they got a good return. This time he gets his leg into it, and that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line where Central will set up down 8 points with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Don't you feel better?
I feel better.
Improve the football like that?
Well, that, and on that touchdown pass, Buzz, usually when they line up with number 31, the Van Matrix here in the formation they had, then they run a power play behind him. But that time they faked that power play. He pulled to the weak side and got a trap block, and that's what sprung Bolton into the end zone.
1st and 10 for Central at the 20-yard line, 2:23 left in the quarter. Howard's your quarterback, and he's going to hand it off to the right side, and he's got a first down. Actually, he fumbled, but Central's going to get it back. That was a very, very quick developing play. Handed it off to his running back, and he takes it over the right side to Marcus Yancey, the junior, 5'10", 171. Most of the time playing wide receiver, but they had him in for Whitaker at the running back position. He takes it all the way up to the 34-yard line of Central, 1st and 10. Howard sends twins to the left, got one back in the backfield. That's Whitaker, and he fakes to him and throws a sideline route, which is complete. He's taken out of bounds at the 44-yard line, real close to another first down.
Yeah, that was a quick out there, and Elijah DeBoo was out there on an island by himself, Buzz, and had he not made that tackle, that guy'd still be running.
That's the thing about playing press coverage like that. If you miss the tackle, they're gone. Second down. Second and 1. Central sends twins to the left, one back in the backfield, and he's going to hand it off, has nowhere to go. He's fine to get the first down. It's going to be a spot there. I mean, it depends on the spot where they get the first down.
Looks like that gate. I think he had to get to the 44, and he got to the 45.
Will be kept on the field.
Is a first down. The clock has malfunctioned on the scoreboard. We can't tell you the time. It's going to be kept on the field. We can tell you that it is 1st and 10 for Central at the 45-yard line. Howard sends twins to the left side, one to the right. He's going to give it to his running back. He's caught in the backfield with a 1-yard loss. That was Cole.
For the Grizzlies.
Cole was our player of the week last year, along with Jose Paredes, who had 2 field goals. Cole's done a great job. He's a senior, Jeff, and he and Locke Stubblefield are definitely starting to take some leadership.
They are, and that Tremonte Rideout was also in on that last play.
2nd and 11. Howard wants to throw. He looks to his left, and he is overthrown. It's picked off. Harry Collins is at midfield. He makes a move. He's at the 45, the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He makes another move. He's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northside. Tyreek Adams. But there is some laundry on the field, and that's the one thing that you don't want to see, and you always scan the field after a play like that and hope you don't see any yellow, but there is a flag, and most of the time that happens, it's usually a block in the back, some sort of situation that will bring that back. Yeah, there is a block in the back, so that's going to come back. It was a great job by Tyreek Adams. He read the quarterback's eyes, and he jumped in front of the receiver, picked it off, and a lot of that return was on his own.
Oh, yeah, and I'll tell you something else, because where they threw that flag was at Central's 30-yard line.
Was he already in the end zone?
He was. If he wasn't but about 2 or 3 steps from the end zone, and that is another thing that'll drive a coach insane.
Well, you see that on film.
And man.
Ugly.
And you preach that, and you preach that, and you preach that. Don't block behind it.
Well, they're going to move it back to the 45-yard line of Central, 1st and 10 for Northside. Deuce works out of the gun, and he's going to hand it off to Jackson King, and he's going to be slung down behind midfield.
Stopped in the backfield.
He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's that penetration thing again. That was going to be a loss of about 5 yards on that play.
Lawrence Gregory, 6 foot, 205 pound lineman. Little Rock Central was in the backfield just about the same time that Jackson got the football. 2nd down and 15. The ball is at midfield. Don't know how much time is left. They're having to keep it on the field. Deuce takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Jackson. He gets to the 45-yard line.
King on the carry for the Grizzlies.
Under the 43-yard line.
Antonio Brown on the stop for the Tigers.
He carried 2 Central Tigers about 5 yards after the first contact.
9 for Northside. Ball spotted at the Central 44.
3rd down and 9 for Northside. The ball is at the 44-yard line of Central. Northside's up 8-0. That's going to bring the end of the first quarter. Northside's up 8-0. We'll be back right after this word from one of our sponsors.
If you've been turned down by other car dealers, it's good to know that over 1 million people have gotten the green light at JD Byrider. We inspect and computer test each car, backed by our good-to-go warranty. You could get the green light. Apply today at gojdb.com. JD Byrider. It's the way to go.
Welcome back to Mayo-Thompson. Northside has an 8-0 lead. Should be a 16 or 14-0 lead. Right now, we had an interception by Tyreek Adams. Did a great job reading the quarterback's eyes and then taking it to the house. It was called back on a clipping penalty. Northside now has a 3rd down and 9. The ball's at the 44-yard line of Central. We'll be going the other way. Now they are moving from your right to left. Deuce works out of the gun, sends twins to the left, twins to the right. Wants to throw, tries to work out a screen, and he gets Jackson King, and he's going to make the reception at the 45-yard line and be taken out of bounds at the 41. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Deuce retreated probably 15 yards, setting up that screen, and it just didn't work out like Northside wanted. Jason Surface is going to come in and punt. It's now 4th down and 6. The ball's at the 41-yard line of Central. We'd like to see Jason corner this out at about the 1.
Yeah, that'd be good. That corner kick that you hardly hear anything about anymore.
Central sends 2 guys deep to return this. They set up to the 10-yard line. Jason gets a high snap, and he barely gets it away. And it was signaled for fair catch. Now the ball hits the ground and it's going to roll into the end zone, be a touchback. Jason did a good job just fielding that snap.
Boy, he did. That was just a little bit too high for him, and the Central returner there did a good job of faking that fair catch and then getting out of the way. And that Northside could have pinned them back in the 10, but going to come out to the 20-yard line.
Just starting the second quarter, Northside up 8-0. Central has a 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Craig Washington, Tyreek Adams, Jeremy Maffei, Elijah Taboo, the cornerbacks and safeties. Howard sends Twins to the right, Twins to the left. He's going to hand it off to his running back. He's hit by Anthony Travis. He's still going to pick up 5 yards.
Yeah, that was Anthony Travis along with number 36, Allen Infante.
Like Anthony Travis just, tried to get his stance and figure out which way Jacorian Whitaker was going to go. We talked about him earlier being built low to the ground. He's 5'6", 155, and you could just almost go over him. 2nd down for Central. They're going to hand it off to Whitaker again, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, number 11, Anthony Travis, there, along box double field, number 45, and number 91, Caden Washington.
Now we have absolutely no scoreboard. It has completely gone out. So we are on our own here. We'll try to keep you posted best way we can on time. 3rd down and 5 for Central. Howard tries to draw Northside offside. They don't bite it. Looking to the sideline to get his play. He's got Twins to the left, Twins to the right, wants to throw it, and throws an out route. It is going to go incomplete. Cole Edens was defending on the play. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Howard will have to change from his quarterback position to his punting position. Jordan Dilworth will drop back to the 45-yard line of Northside to return this punt.
Should get pretty good field position here. Northside's defense made another 3-and-out stand there. Outstanding defense so far now by the Grizzlies defense.
Howard will take this snap at his own 15-yard line, and it was a high snap too, but he goes up and gets it, but he hits a shank, and Jordan is trying to signal a fair catch. It hits him in the chest, bounces, and is picked up by Central. Now they have possession, take it all the way down to the Northside 30-yard line. Well, they'll have a 1st and 10.
Well, I don't think you can advance a bust punt like that. They're going to bring that back to where he recovered. It looks like it's going to be at the Northside 41-yard line.
We've struggled with that this year.
Yeah,
on a lot of our punt returns. We just hadn't been sure-handed, and it's happened a time or two on the kickoff. They'll put the ball at the 41-yard line of Northside after Jordan Dilworth mishandled that punt. Instead of us ending up with good field position, they ended up with good field position. Howard now goes back to quarterback position, sends Twins to the right. He's got one receiver to the left. He's going to hand it to Whitaker. He tries to get over the middle and will get a couple of yards. Dancing a little bit, looking for a hole, and was able to pick up a few.
Anthony Travis up off the pile again, along with number 91, Caden Washington, and Mr. Maffei is also in on that.
He picks up 6 now. It's second, or he picks up 4. It is now 2nd and 6. Howard works out of the gun. Whitaker's in the backfield. And he fakes to Whitaker, looks to throw, and he throws it to the left side. He has a wide-open receiver. Nobody is there to cover him, and he overthrows him at the 5-yard line. Thank goodness. It looked like Maffei didn't give him any safety support there, Jeff.
No, and they were in their normal cover 2 look, and if that was the case, then the safety has that over the top. So,
after the incompletion,
well, they got lucky there. Very lucky.
3rd down and 7 now. Ball at the 38-yard line of Northside.
38-yard line.
Elijah Taboo is the cornerback on the right side. Tyreek Adams on the left side. He's got trips to the left. He wants to throw it again, and he looks to the left. He's going to throw it complete at the 25-yard line where he goes out of bounds. That'll be a 1st and 10.
Knocked out of bounds by number 13.
He was open, too. They were just giving him too much respect there.
Well, they got burned on that last one. They didn't want to get burned again, so they played too far off of him.
Asbury was your receiver. He's not one of the better receivers. They have 2 receivers that are 6 feet plus and have 4.6 speed. He's not one of them, but they were sure giving him the respect. 1st and 10 for Central now. Howard fakes the handoff, but he wants to keep it himself, and he's going to be taken down for a 4-yard loss. Anthony Travis is there. Cole Edens is there. Infante's there.
Stevie Young is there. So he didn't have much of a chance. That was a good job by the Grizzly defense.
Loss of 3 brings up 6.
Second and 14 now.
Ball spotted.
Ball's at the 28-yard line of Northside. Northside has an 8-0 lead. We are in the second quarter, but cannot give you the time because we don't know it. Howard sends trips to the right, one back to the backfield. He's setting up the screen, lets Northside in. It's complete at the 25 to the 20, up to the 15-yard line, down to the 14-yard line. That was just a well-executed screen pass by Little Rock Central.
Yeah, that was Northside's had their ears pinned back on these long yardage situations. That was a great call by Coach Rester and his staff.
First and 10, Little Rock Central. The ball is at the 15-yard line of Northside. Central is down 8-0. Howard has Whitaker in the backfield. Twins to the left side. That's the wide side of the field. He's got one in the boundary. That's Jawan Brewer. Now, he is a tall, fast receiver, but they don't get the snap off. There is a flag on the play. They're going to move Central back 5 yards. So it'll bring up a second and 15.
15 Tigers. Ball spotted. The Northside 20.
Ball is now at the 20-yard line of Northside. Whitaker is going to go out of the game. DeMarcus Yancey will be in your backfield for Little Rock Central. Ball's on the right hash mark. Howard fakes it to Yancey. No, he gives it to Yancey. He tries to get around the corner, and he can't because Cole Edens won't let him.
Wow,
He
what a
takes
play
him
by
down.
Cole Edens.
Cole Edens has got a lot of speed,
Yeah.
Jeff.
That was about a loss. It looked like about 4 yards there, Buzz.
Yancey was brought in for his speed. Ran him on a jet sweep, and he couldn't get around the corner because Cole Edens was there waiting on him.
The Northside 24-yard line.
It is now third down and 19 from the 24-yard line of Northside. Howard works out of the gun. Whitaker's come back in, but Howard wants to throw. As the time, throws it over the middle in the end zone, and it is overthrown to the back of the end zone, but well covered by Elijah Taboo. So that will bring up a fourth down. The ball's at the 24-yard line. It'd be a 41-yard field goal from here. I don't think they have the leg for it.
No, sir, I don't think they do either. And Elijah Boo came pretty close to intercepting that last pass.
His biggest task then would have been staying in bounds.
Yeah.
Well, they are going to attempt, or at least they're setting up for a field goal. The ball will be spotted at the 31-yard line of Northside. That makes it a 41-yard field goal. Again, we don't know the time. It is in the second quarter. Northside up 8-0. Well, Little Rock Central wants to take a timeout and talk about this. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this right after a word from Burton Pools and Spas.
Create the ultimate backyard experience with a pool or hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas. With 39 years in business, investing and spending quality time with your family has never been more relaxing. Burton Pools and Spas is with you every step of the way, selling the world's #1 hot tubs, hot spring spas, Viking fiberglass pools, and Doughboy above-ground pools. For all your grilling needs, they also carry the Big Green Egg. Visit them at 6121 South Zero Street or on the web at burtonpools.com.
Northside's up 8-0. Not sure how much time is left in the second quarter, but they have given Central great field position after a muffed return, but they have held them. Now Central's going to have to try to kick a field goal. The ball is set at the 31-yard line, makes it a 41-yard attempt. I didn't see him with the leg in pregame.
carry for the Grizzlies. Caleb Morton on the stop for the Tigers. Up 32 for
On every play, and that's a first down every time.
28.
The 3rd and 2. Ball's at the 28-yard line of Northside. Deuce sends 2 receivers to the left side. Eli's in the backfield. Takes the snap. He fakes it. Eli's going to keep it himself. Struggles to try to get to the line of scrimmage. May get to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be short. That's going to bring up a 4th, so we will have to punt it.
Lawrence Gregory on the stop.
Jason Purpose is looking. He's on the sideline. He's looking to Coach Solly. Do you want me to go in? And Coach sends him in.
Wow.
Now, Coach Fuller has been known to not do that and go for it.
Yeah.
He's also been known for faking.
Oh, yeah.
In this part of the field also. Surface will take his snap at his own 15-yard line. Central will set up. And Jason gets the kickoff, and it will be caught at the 38-yard line. And he gets up to the 40 to the 45-yard line, where he is brought down by Locke Stubblefield. Elijah Taboo was there also. The ball will be set at the 45-yard line of Central, 1st and 10. Approximately 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Northside up 8-0. If you're just tuning in, I'm saying approximately because I don't know. The scoreboard is not working, so we will bring you the accurate time as we can.
And they'll get that straightened out at halftime, I'm sure.
1st and 10 for Central. Howard takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Whitaker. Whitaker gets up to midfield, over midfield to the 45 to the 44-yard line of Northside, where he's going to get a first down. Yep, Cole Edens is on the stop there, and he's having another one of those nights.
Yeah, that was Cole Edens, and along with his buddy Anthony Travis. So
that's a tag team there. That is a 1st and 10 for Central. Whitaker's in the backfield, twins to the right. Howard wants to throw, and he throws over to the right side. It's too high, goes incomplete. Greg Washington delivers a clean lick there.
And I mean, he cut him in 2 on that one.
That's football right there.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. Northside up 8-0. Ball's in Northside territory, the 44-yard line.
You know, those 8 points may be enough.
Howard sends twins to the right side, twins to the left, throws it out to the left side, and he's going to overthrow his receiver there also. Now it's going to be a 3rd down and 10.
Well, it's
a little hurried.
I don't think he would have gotten anything there, though. Looks like number 18, Devontae Parks, had that one pretty well scoped out.
Ball's at the 44, 3rd and 10. Howard has Whitaker in the backfield with him. Trips to the right side. That's the wide side of the field, 1 to the near side. Howard wants to throw again. He throws it out to the left side where it's going to be caught. And he is brought down, but now he's saying that he's not. He gets up and runs again. I'm anxious to see where they're going to spot this because he was short of the 1st down before he started running again. Well, it looks like they're going to give it to him on his 2nd effort. That'll be a 1st down.
Sure will. Well, that was a good effort. No whistle blown. Northside's kids thought his forward progress had stopped. No whistle blown, and the kids from Central kept going, picked up the 1st down.
That's Marcus Yancey, who plays normally a wide receiver, and he comes in for Whitaker at running back. He made the catch, and his 2nd effort got him the 1st down. Howard takes the snap, and he's going to throw it to the left side again, and this one's going to go incomplete. That would have been an 8-yard pickup had he been able to retain possession, just couldn't hold on to the football.
You know, it's not like these guys are taking vicious hits and they're not open. This quarterback looks like he's hit those receivers in the hands. They're just dropping it.
2nd and 10 for Central.
Not complaining, you understand.
Not complaining. Central's been in Northside side of the field all night.
They have, and Northside's defense has bowed up when it's had to.
Howard sends Yancey to the left side. He's got trips to the right. He is not going to throw it. He's going to hand it off to Whitaker on a jet sweep, and he is caught from behind. Hit hard. That is Greg Washington up from his safety position to make the tackle, and Greg is a very emotional player, hard hitter, very vocal on the field, too, and he did a great job then on that safety blitz.
He read that perfect. I'm sure he read his key like he was supposed to. When he saw that tight end on his side blocking down, he came up, and that kid from Central had nowhere to go.
Ball at the 36, 37-yard line of Northside. It is 3rd down and 13. Howard sends trips to the wide side, keeps Whitaker in the backfield. He looks to his left. He wants to throw it, and he has overthrown his receiver again. Thank goodness he overthrew that one, because that would have been a first down and maybe more. You had Elijah to move that was in pursuit, but he was actually trailing him. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Howard is also your punter, and he's going to set up as a punter. He'll take the snap at the 48-yard line of Northside. Northside's not going to send anybody back. They're just going to let it go. They have an 8-0 lead. We don't know how much time is left in the second quarter. Now they've got the clock on the scoreboard that says 2:53. I don't know if that's right or not. We'll find out.
I thought I heard the PA guy said 2-something.
Well, Howard is going to kick, and he tries to pooch this one. The ball's going to land at the 10, bounce backwards, where it is down at the 11-yard line, where Northside will take possession. Now the clock is down to 2:45. I assume that's right. Northside's up 8-0. Has a 1st and 10 at the 11 or at the 12-yard line. James Clayton will come in. De'Aaron Robinson, Jordan Dilworth, J.T. Thorne are your receivers. Jackson King will be your running back. 2:45 left in this half. Northside up 8-0. We'll send Dilworth in motion. He's going to hand it off to Jackson King. Jackson gets hit at the line of scrimmage, may get it up to the 14-yard line. Really need your offensive line to do some damage here. Clock is running. 2:30 left in this half. Northside's had a couple of opportunities to get away from them. One was a field position punt return that was dropped, and then another was an interception that was ran back for a touchdown that was called back. 2:16 left in the half. Deuce sends trips to the right side, throws on a little bubble screen to Jackson King. He tries to get to the corner, and he's still on his feet, but he's just not going to be able to do anything, maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, that play, the first time they ran that tonight, the wide receivers did a really good job of blocking in the open field that time, the Central defensive action on that battle.
3rd and 5. 1:48 left in the half. Dilworth comes off the field. Jackson King comes off the field. De'Aaron Robinson stays in. He is split wide to the left side. He's in the man in motion. Deuce keeps it. He wants to throw it. He's being chased, and he is going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 10-yard line, where it's going to bring up a punting situation. Surface will come in. He punted 5 times last week against Bryant, Jeff. That's one thing that we've got to stop.
Yeah.
Central sends one man deep. He sets up at his own 44-yard, Northside's 44-yard line. Surface will take his snap at the goal line. It's a low snap, but he gets it off. It is going to be caught at the 41. Shakes a man. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He's around the corner. Gets up to the 20. Shakes another man. He's taken out of bounds by Anthony Travis at the 8-yard line. Anthony Travis saved a touchdown there. I'll tell you what, you got 47 seconds, and a lot of bad things can happen when you get under a minute. Well, Central has an opportunity here to get on the board before halftime, and then they get the ball in the third quarter. So you'd like to see Northside get out of this one. 1st and 10 now for Central. Ball's at the 11-yard line of Northside. Howard sets up in the gun. He sends twins to the left, one to the right. Whitaker's in the backfield. He wants to throw it, and he's got a man. Touchdown, Central. looking for the laundry, but it's not there. That one's going to stand.
Yep.
Now it's going to make the score 8-6. You get in at halftime, then I'm sure there's going to be a lot of discussions about some mental errors.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Baker to attempt the extra point for the Tigers.
Baker's going to come on and kick the extra point for Central. There's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it is good. That makes the score Northside 8, Little Rock Central 7. We're going to take a break and be back after this word from Play It Again Sports. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Hi, this is Art Haynes from the Chiefs Radio Network, here for Play It Again Sports at 2817 South Zero Street in Fort Smith. Play It Again supports the Northside Grizzlies. Mention this ad and receive 20% off your purchase that day of any new and used sporting equipment. They carry baseball, football, wrestling, disc golf, and fitness equipment. Bring in your quality used gear for additional savings. That's Play It Again Sports, 2817 South Zero. Proud supporter of Northside.
Welcome back to Mayo-Thompson Stadium. Northside's still in the lead, 8-7. You'd like to see some things different after the first half. I know we're going to talk about it at halftime, but there are a lot of mental errors that have kept Central in this game. I just think Northside's a better football team. I think their skilled players are better. It's just we're making some mental errors. 42 seconds left in the half. Central tees it up at the 40. Northside's going to set up at the 5-yard line to return this, and they're going to kick this short. And it is caught at the 25. He's at the 30, at the 35. He's trying to get around the corner. That's Tyreek Adams. Looks like Tyreek Adams, or is that JT? I think it's JT Thorne. It gets it up to the 41-yard line of Northside. Good return. Had a little bit of room there. Every time you see a kicker that tries to kick it away from a dangerous guy, sometimes it'll come back to bite you.
Yeah. And they kick it to one of
another dangerous guy.
Yeah.
35 seconds left in the half. Deuce sets up in the gun, sends twins to the right, twins to the left. Wants to throw. He looks to his right, and it is complete. He's at midfield. He's at the 45 to 40. It's going to be a foot race, and he's going to be taken out of bounds at the 22-yard line of Central. JT Thorne was split wide right. Just a little wide receiver screen, and it just came down to his speed. He is a sophomore. He's a good-looking kid. He's got a lot to look forward to for the next 2 years. 24 seconds. Deuce sets up in the gun. He wants to throw it again. He's running for his life. Now he's going to keep it. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He shakes the man. He's at the 5. He's at the 4, down to the 3. 12 seconds left. Northside needs to call a timeout, and they do. 11 seconds left in this half. This was all set up by a good kickoff return. Northside's had 2 big plays now. One on a wide receiver screen, and then Deuce wanted to throw then, Jeff. He just didn't have the time. And, you got a playmaker like that. Reminds me of another guy that's in the press box right now, Trey Norwood. You give him a little bit of time, man, good things happen.
I'll guarantee you.
Boomer sooner. We got an Oklahoma State guy in here. This is Bedlam.
Oh, my gosh. It is Bedlam.
We got Mike Jackson and Trey Norwood in the press box.
Got to take it easy.
Woo! But they're Northside guys, too.
Okay, well, Northside, yeah.
That's right. First and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. 11 seconds left in this half. Aaron Robinson's going to be split wide to the left. You got Jordan Dilworth that'll be in the slot. Eli Bolton's your running back. Ball's at the right hash mark. Both receivers are split to the left. Deuce works out of the gun. He's going to send Dilworth in motion. Takes the snap. Now he throws it back to Dilworth. Dilworth's got the speed. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Northside. 40 seconds. 3 plays. That's how it's done right there. 14-7. That changes the momentum fast. Northside sets up in the swinging gate. The first time they got 2 out of it. Deuce's call. He looks. He doesn't like it. He's going to set up in a conventional extra point formation. He will hold for Jose Paredes. Jose's got to be so pumped up he may knock a hole in the scoreboard here. Deuce takes the snap, puts it down. The kick is up, and he has Nope, he missed it to the left.
The extra point is no good.
Well, that's where that 2-point conversion comes in handy.
Little Rock Central Tigers.
Northside 14, Little Rock Central 7. There's 6 seconds left on the clock, so Northside will have to kick off. Squib this, I'm sure, but now Paredes has, well, that'll hopefully take the time off the clock, too. I was going to say, he's got the leg just to kick it in the end zone, but then they can set up for a play. I feel a lot better.
Yeah, that was
depressing to see them get the touchdown like they did.
Well, you know, they lined up in that same formation that they scored the first touchdown on, and that time it was a pass. Last time it was a run. It was the same. Everybody did the same thing. They blocked the same. They went the same. Number 31, Stetson Van Matry, was lined up in that power position. He pulled again like he was going to trap block. And Deuce kept the ball into the pass to Dilworth for a touchdown.
Well, that's the first extra point that has been missed this year. Hopefully that is the last. 14-7 Northside. 6 seconds left in the half. Jose's got it teed up at the 40. Central steps up at the 10-yard line to return this, and he is going to squib it, keep it on the ground. And it is going to be picked up at the 19-yard line. He's going to be at the 25 to the 30, and he's going to be taken down there, and there's going to be a second left on the clock, so they're going to have one more play left before halftime. Thought you could run it all off right there, but we just weren't able to do it.
Now, the thing about that, it doesn't start till the return team touched it, so.
Ball's at the 30-yard line. Northside wants to take a timeout to talk about this. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this word from La Huerta Grill. This is Northside Grizzly football on Life 98.7.
Tonight's Northside Grizzly football game is brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. They always have daily lunch and dinner specials. They were voted best of the best live music, night spot, and Mexican restaurant in 2016 by the Times Record. They are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10:30. La Huerta Grill, located at 400 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith, a proud sponsor of Northside Grizzly football.
1 second left in this half. Northside's up 14-7 after a 40-second drive to get points back on the board. Central's going to take the snap, take a knee, do the safe thing, go to the house. Northside's up 14-7. That's going to end the first half. We're going to take a quick break, talk to one of our sponsors, Weichert Realtors. When we come back for halftime, which is sponsored by Weichert Realty, we're going to talk to a couple of Northside guys that have gone on to do some great things. One's doing some great things right now, and we'll talk to them as soon as we come back. This is Grizzly Radio on Life 98.7.
Weichert Realtors King Realty Group has served the Fort Smith area since 2005 and consistently offers clients the most well-trained, cutting-edge real estate agents in the River Valley with over 150 years combined experience in real estate sales and marketing. The current market is great, and now is the time to sell. Mention this commercial, and we'll give you a free market analysis on your home. Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000. That's Weichert Realtors King Realty Group, 479-242-4000.
Hi, this is Buzz Sawyer. We've come a long way since 1988. Along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. My company has grown in one of the largest in Arkansas and Oklahoma, installing sunrooms, concrete driveways and patios, replacement windows, siding, and other products. Sawyer's offers 100% financing with low monthly payments for any of your projects. Give us a call at 649-4600 or come by our showroom at 8605 Highway 271 South in Fort Smith.
The following is a legal statement required by the Arkansas Activities Association. The schools participating in this program are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of each have assisted in writing the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools. Both are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The association governs over 500-plus schools within the state of Arkansas and has adopted the National Federation of State High School Association rules.
Halloween is just around the corner. Check out these hauntingly great buys at A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith, like costumes, makeup, Halloween inflatables, masks, Halloween decor, and candy. Hurry in. These deals won't last long. Shop wall-to-wall discounts, all at one convenient Fort Smith location at 2600 Midland Boulevard. Home decor, housewares, a grocery section, and even more. It's all at A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith.
Cherry Berry self-serve frozen yogurt offers 50 rotating healthy flavors and 100 toppings. Simply grab a cup and start swirling. Add toppings ranging from granola, cereals, and fresh fruits to all kinds of candies, sprinkles, and even a variety of nuts and syrups. After the creation is complete, weigh and pay by the ounce.
Oh! And do the Cherry Berry, do the Cherry Berry, do the Cherry.
At Cherry Berry, the possibilities are endless as you have complete control. Swirl it, top it, weigh it, pay for it.
Do the Cherry Berry. Oh!
Cherry Berry, located on Phoenix in the Fort Smith Pavilion.
That's how you do it.
This is the Northside Grizzly Halftime Report, sponsored by Weichert Realtors, King Realty Group.
Welcome back to Mayo-Thompson. We're at halftime. Northside's up 14-7. Our halftime show is sponsored by Weichert Realtors, King Realty Group. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, you need to give these guys a call. Kevin and Elizabeth King own the company. Kevin's dad was in the business before him, Wayne. These guys go way, way back. They do a lot of things that will help you in the process of buying and selling. They are very up-to-date on all the technology. They do things all week long that ultimately result in a victory for you, and that's regardless if you're buying or selling. Monday, they have what they call a green team, and that is the sales accountability. Tuesday is their sales meeting. And they also take what they call a property caravan, where they'll take all their agents around to see the new listing, and they keep up to date with everything they have listed. And the cool thing is that regardless if it's your listing or not, any agent can sell that listing. So they want them all to be aware of everything that's out there. So if they have a customer, they know what you're looking for, they may already have it. Thursday, they have what they call a fast track. They help new agents get up to speed, and it's very, very important for a new agent that just get their license and they want to start work. They may be a little intimidated by the market. Every Thursday, they have this fast-track meeting, and it helps these new agents get up to speed. So regardless if you have an agent that's been there a long time or one that's just started, these guys are well trained, and they will help you buy or sell. So give them a call. That's Weichert Realtors, King Realty Group, Kevin and Elizabeth King. By the way, Jackson King, who is a running back, sophomore, is their son. He's going to be a great one. We are very, very fortunate tonight to, in our Where Are They Now program, to have a couple of guys here. One was scheduled, another we didn't know was coming. But this is very awesome to have these guys in the press box with us. The first one is Ike Jackson. Ike, who I've known for years and years, was a legend at Fort Smith Northside. Ike, tell me a little bit about the time when you played compared to the way it is now.
Is
it the facilities or just because you were a gunslinger, man?
Yeah, the facilities, the offenses that they're running. Football has evolved since I played in high school. The high school offenses they're running are more complex than college offenses I've been on the state. And just throwing the ball. I wish we could have thrown the ball that much on the stage.
You were left-handed.
So I was right-handed.
You're right-handed?
I was just downstairs talking to one of my receivers from Arkansas on the north side, Theodore Johnson. And we're talking about it. If we didn't have the offense they run these days, have the coaching. We had great coaches, but like that's all evolved. We put the ball in the air, man, and it's been a whole lot different for us.
Did you run a lot back then?
We ran on the I formation at north side. And so the quarterback's not supposed to be a second lead rusher. So, I could read defense, but we just, we weren't very technical, and, we had plays called for a particular receiver. If he wasn't open, I took the ball and ran.
Right.
I never threw to my tight end, and then one night I threw to him. He thought the ball was going to do with it. Took 2 steps, and they're all over.
That's it. So did you have, like, your favorite receivers, guys that you I mean, I know you checked down when you had to, and that's obviously why you threw to your tight end. But who was your favorite receiver? Was it Dodson?
You know, Dodson was one of them. Herbert Austin, Earl Merriweather, three go-getters.
Yeah.
Speed, smart, toughness, really good route runner. We just didn't have the offense these guys run now. So we ran a two-receiver set.
Right.
Those trips, I never took a snap out of shotgun.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, wouldn't you have liked that, though?
I loved it, man. And, you know, we threw the ball maybe 10.
Is that right? Well, it's all different now, but what do you think about these facilities?
It's different. Great. You know, a friend of mine with this man said it's his favorite one. He thinks it's best in Arkansas, and I like it.
Well, I've always liked Mayo-Thompson, you know, even before all the additions with the turf and the way they've got the band building in here at the east end of the end zone. You know, things are so much different looking now than they were when I played and when you played. You're a lot younger than I am, but it's just the way that the changes that they've made is just, it's even more beautiful than it ever was, and it's intimidating still. You know, you still have that home field advantage. And you talk about, well, Jeff and I talked about in pregame, what's the advantages for Northside? Well, number one, you're at Mayo-Thompson.
Right.
You got homecoming tonight. There's a lot to play for. So really Central and Northside are probably evenly matched. Well, tell me about your college career.
You know, I played at Oklahoma State for 3 years. I finished my last season at Kemper University down in Walden. Played for a guy at Oklahoma State named Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy and I kind of got good tip after my junior year, and I decided to leave Oklahoma State, and, 2 weeks later he left. But wow. I had a great time at Oklahoma State, I had success in high school as an athlete and football player. When I got to Oklahoma State, it was like a foreign language than the football game was. This wasn't something. So it took me a while to catch up. I sat in the film room for probably 6 months. Well, not 6 months before it just clicked for me. Right. Then all of a sudden everything became just clear. It was a great time, and it's those guys. Everybody in high school on the football team gets a uniform. You go to college, you earn that uniform, and everybody's on the same page. And Ray will find this out real soon if he hasn't already. That those guys on the college football team will be your best friends for life, even closer to the guys you grew up with. Because you're going through more. I had a great time up on state. I still go back.
Well, that's a very true statement. Jeff, who's my co-broadcaster, he and I played college ball together, and we've been lifelong friends. So you're exactly right. Those are guys that you go to battle with, and they're there for you from now on. But you're back in Fort Smith now.
Back in Fort Smith. I've got a couple of businesses. My passion still lies in football. I've got a recruiting service.
He was the all-world Northside Grizzlies last year, and then Jeff and I had just a blast calling your football games last year, Trey. I mean, it was so much fun because you never knew what was going to happen. We saw a play earlier with Deuce where it was a broken play, and he was able to get a lot out of it. That reminded me so much of you. Yes, sir. Tell me about your time at Northside. You played quarterback and defensive back, right, but you were recruited as a defensive back.
My time at Northside was great. That's why I'm glad I got to come back home this weekend, being at our bye week. This is home. Like you said, I played quarterback and defensive back. Quarterback is something that I always played growing up. So when Coach had talked to me about playing my senior year quarterback, I was fine with it. It wasn't nothing new to me, and I was all for going with best for the team. Right. So I was fine with it. My recruiting process was at defensive back. Coach Curry taught me that position. Thank him. Thank him and the rest of the coaches.
He is a great coach, and I know Northside is real fortunate to have him. Let me ask you a question. As far as the recruiting process goes, I think I know. You committed to Louisville before the season started. Yes, sir. And then at the end of the season, things changed.
Right. The summer, going to senior year, committed to Louisville, committed to them throughout the whole season. And it had some changes in the program that I wasn't too comfortable with. Right. But I just felt it was best for me to, back out from my decommitment, just weigh my options again. Right. And OU came in, happened to be one of those options, and that's why I'm at now. And I'm loving it.
Before they came in, talking about Tennessee, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State, right, OU. Man, that's just a tribute to your talent, and I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I was hoping that, you would be an Arkansas Razorback, right, along with a lot of people. Yes, sir. But OU, I think, is a great fit for you. These guys are serious ball players. What's it like? What's the difference in OU's program or a college program compared to this?
For me, I think that's kind of a tough question because, it's football, but, like, at the college level, it's more competitive. I would say it's more competitive. You're going against first, like, the 18-year-old guys to 23-year-olds. Right. It's a mixture. And it's just the work, the time you put in. You can tell that the guys at the college level are, they prepare themselves to be there. And it's just a blessing. I'm glad I have the opportunity to play at the Division I level and at one of the top programs in the nation.
You guys are definitely a top program. One thing that I noticed your size, man, you're bigger.
Yes, sir. I got up there. They put a good amount of weight on me.
Right. And you still maintain your speed?
Yes, sir. I do.
Well, that is awesome. I was talking to Coach Fleur this afternoon, and he told me that you were in town because you had a bye week. And we were talking about, if you just think about this time last year, you're here. All right. You blink your eye, and you're at the Horseshoe at Ohio State. Yes, sir. You're going to be at the Cotton Bowl. And I think in 2 weeks, against Texas. Yes, sir. And then you're going to be at Bedlam against Oklahoma State. Yep. Man, that is a lot to digest.
It flies by. It has. It's like this past week, I was just thinking. I'm like, we're already about to be playing Game 5. Like just a year ago, I was here playing here at Mayo-Thompson in Northside. So it flies by. I'm just trying to enjoy it, and don't take anything for granted.
Well, Trey, you are a great athlete. You're an even better person. We really appreciate the fact that you're representing Northside like you are. One thing that I do want to mention while you're here, not only did you have a great year at Northside, we sure got a big kick out of that Southside game. I promise you, that was awesome. That was very enjoyable. But let's talk about basketball. Man, you won a state championship for Northside last year.
My senior year, I feel like my senior was very good. We didn't finish how we wanted to in football, but things happen. But overall, it was a good season. Team was great. All my brothers, coaches, great. Basketball had a real great season. Came out with a ring. That's always a goal. Any team. get the ring. Right. So I feel like I left my senior year. I left my senior year very happy.
Well, you sure made it very enjoyable for us. We sure enjoyed watching you play and knowing that just any minute it didn't matter whether you were at cornerback or whether you were playing quarterback. Something good getting ready to happen. So we could never take a break. We had to keep our eyes on you the whole time. It was sure a joy watching you play, and we wish you the best at OU. Thank you. Love to see you get a national championship. Who knows? Who knows? You may be in the playoffs this year. You have a great football team. What about the coaching change over there? Stoops is gone. Has that affected anybody in any way?
That hasn't affected the program at all. Coach Riley is a great guy. He stepped in and kept rolling. And so he's a real great person. He's a player's coach. He interacts with us all the time. He's a great guy. So everything feels smooth.
Well, are you enjoying your time back in Fort Smith?
I am, yes, sir. I'm glad to be home.
I know your mom and dad are glad to be home too. Yes, and your granddad, who I know real well. I used to play a lot of softball with him. He's here tonight. In fact, I saw him in the press box earlier. You have a great family. You've been very blessed, and you got a lot of supporters here in Fort Smith. And we're pulling for you every Saturday.
Thank you.
We watch you every time you're on TV, and we just wish you the best. And anything we can ever do for you, you just let us know.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. Trey Norwood, everybody, a Northside Grizzly legend, soon to be an OU legend. We're going to take a break and be back for the rest of our halftime show right after this word from Blaylock Eaton Air.
Ferris football in fall. What a great time of year. Mike Blaylock with Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. If you're looking for a way to cut your utility bills, we're here to help. New York high-efficiency heating and cooling products and the Rheem tankless water heater with 95% efficiencies. So to have a red truck rolling your way today, give us a call. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services, 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
First National Bank of Fort Smith has been committed to our community and customers for a very long time. In fact, since 1872. You might say a few things have changed since then, but a couple of things at First National Bank have remained the same for the last 145 years. First National is still locally owned with local decisions, so we know our commitment continues. Proud of the past, excited about the future. First National Bank of Fort Smith, member FDIC.
Selecting a funeral home when someone dies is one of the most difficult decisions you will ever make. Ventress Funeral Home has been committed to helping families in the Fort Smith area since 1913. The most important thing you will find at Ventress Funeral Home is people, caring professionals who understand, and people who are honored to take care of your loved one with dignity and respect. Caring and compassionate service, Ventress Funeral Home. Visit them online at ventressmortuary.com or call 479-783-6178.
You've got to check out Golden Corral's all-new smokehouse all week long at dinner. We're serving up authentic hickory smoked pulled pork, chicken, and fall-apart tender baby back ribs. And there's even more on the weekends. Smoked beef brisket and incredible smoked turkey. Hickory smoked meats cooked low and slow to juicy perfection and right on site. Golden Corral has over 150 choices, all for one low price. But the only choice that matters is yours. Golden Corral, your choice rules.
Stand by for the second half of Northside Grizzly football on Life 98.7.
Armstrong Bank is a proud supporter of the Northside High School Grizzlies. Wishing you good luck and a great season from our team to yours. We are family owned and operated and have been since 1909. With 4 convenient locations now in Fort Smith, our friendly and knowledgeable staff is excited to get to know you and ready to serve your financial needs. Come see us today and we'll show you the Armstrong difference. For hours and locations, please visit our website at www.armstrongbank.com.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tyler Wilson here for Crabtree RV, and 2017 is winding down, and it's closeout time at Crabtree. We're not only cutting prices on the remaining 17s, we've also marked down every 2018 in stock. Come shop at one of the largest indoor showrooms in the country and take advantage of discounts up to $20,000 off new motorhomes and fifth wheels, and over $10,000 off new travel trailers. Shop us online or visit us behind Cracker Barrel in Alma. Crabtree RV, where your family's dreams come true.
Welcome back to Mayo-Thompson. We are back just in time for the kickoff. Central tees it up to 40, and they kick it to the up man at the 15. He's at the 25, at the 30. He's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line.
Northside.
Looks like Tyreek Adams is the one that got his hands on that, Jeff. 14-7. Northside is up. They have the football at their own 34-yard line. Deuce is going to set up in the gun. He's going to put J.T. Thorne split to the left side. That's the short side of the field. Twins to the right side. Dilworth's going to be in the slot. He's going to send Thorne in motion, but hand it off to Bolton. And Bolton's not going to have anywhere to go.
Number 5, Jackson.
Looks like he's going to pick up about 2 yards on that buzz. That was a hard 2.
Sorry, that wasn't Eli. That was Jackson King.
Jonathan Jones on the side for the Tigers.
And Northside was lined up in double tight stand, and usually when they get in that, they run.
2nd down and 8 for Northside.
Brings up 2nd and 8, ball spot on the north side. 36
split. We're going to have twins or trips split to the right side, one to the left side. That's Bosley. We hadn't seen him much tonight. Jackson King stays in at running back. Deuce gets a high snap, but he's going to fake that. Jackson King is going to keep it. He gets to the 40 to the 45-yard line, almost to midfield where he goes out of bounds. He's going to get a first down. I think he wanted to hand it off to Jackson then, but it was a good read by Deuce. Took it to the short side of the field and was able to pick up the first down. The ball's at the 47-yard line of Northside. Northside is moving it so far.
Yeah, they are looking good.
Deuce takes the snap, and he's going to hand it to Jackson King. Jackson tries to get around the corner. He's over midfield to the 45, taken down at the 41-yard line of Central. That's enough for another first down. Hard running Jackson King. Boy, he was. He's going to come out.
Ball spotted, the Central Tiger.
Eli Bolton comes in. Jackson needs the rest, man. He's carried it 2 out of 3 times. 2 on the first one, and a first down carry on the second one. 1st and 10 for Northside at the 41 of Central. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Deuce takes the snap. He wants to throw it. He throws it out, a swing pass out to Jordan Dilworth. Jordan at the 40, at the 35, taken out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Forced out of bounds.
Going to be close to another first down.
That's going to be a first down. They marked him down at the 30, so that's going to be another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30, 10:36 left in the third quarter. Bosley split to the left side. That's the boundary side. J.T. Thorne and Jordan Dilworth split to the right. James Clayton's your tight end. Deuce is going to hand the ball off to Bolton. Bolton gets up to the 25-yard line. One more man to beat, and he is sprung.
Yep.
Brown and Barrett on the side.
Pick up of 4. He's 2nd and 6 now.
Gain of 5 will bring up 7.
Deuce going to look at the sideline. He's looking for Coach Frazier to give him the play. Van Matre comes in. J.T. Thorne's coming out. Bosley stays in the game. He's split to the short side. Jordan Dilworth by himself split to the right side. He's in a man coverage. Yep. Jordan with 4.5 speed could probably use that here. Van Matre stays in. Deuce takes the ball, and he's going to keep it on a quarterback draw. Splits to the left, goes out to the 20 to the 15-yard line where he's taken out. He wants a flag thrown. He was hit after he got out of bounds, but he's not going to get it.
Well, I think they already had contact with him inbounds and took him out of bounds, had a little extracurricular activity. There wasn't anything serious, so I think they made a good decision there not to throw the flag.
Enough for a first down. That's 3 first downs on this drive. 9:52 remains in the third quarter. Ball's at the 15-yard line of Central. Northside is up 14-7 and on the move. They're in the red zone, which is sponsored by Burton Pools and Spas. Deuce takes the snap. He gives it to Eli Bolton. Eli's at the 10.
Number 26.
Forward progress down to the 6-yard line. We have not been in the Burton Pool and Spas red zone too many times this year. So we better take advantage of it here.
Absolutely. I think they're going to. The offensive line is starting to create a little push and shove here. They're driving Central's defensive line back on this drive.
So the ball's at the 7-yard line. Deuce works out of the gun. He hands it to Jackson King. Jackson is trying to get to the goal line, and he's going to be stopped short will get to the 1.
Jackson King on the carry for the Grizzlies. Kept out of the end zone.
That will get him a first down, and we have a Central player who is down on the field. Doesn't look to be seriously hurt.
He's sitting up.
He's holding his right leg.
And that can't tell if he's got a brace on that knee or not, but he's holding his knee. And he's not sitting up anymore. He's lying down. So,
well, we're going to take a break and let them tend to the player that is hurt on the field. We'll be back after this word from Nabholz Construction. This is Grizzly Radio with Life 98.7.
For almost 7 decades, Nabholz has built a reputation for quality, value, service, and integrity. 20 of those years, we've proudly served the Fort Smith area. How? By working with the highest safety standards, taking care of our employees, and serving our communities. From office buildings to hospitals to museums, we build it all. We're also the #1 K-12 builder in the state with over $1 billion worth of facilities in just the last 10 years. We want to know you better. Stop by our website and let us know how we can serve you. www.nabholz.com or 877-NABHOLZ.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. 9:17 left in the third quarter. Northside has moved the ball with ease this drive. First drive of the third quarter. Deuce is in the shotgun. He's going to take the ball and hand it off to Jackson King. Untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Northside. Good job by your offensive line. They did a great job on this drive. There's 9:14 now left in the third quarter. Northside drives the ball 60 yards for the touchdown, and now they're going to set up in the normal swinging gate. Deuce doesn't like it. Brings them into the conventional extra point formation. Deuce will hold for Paredes. He missed his last one.
That's the first one he's missed all year.
It is. This extra point is sponsored by Cherryberry. Hold is down. The kick is up, and this one is good. The score is now Northside 21. The Central Tigers are 7. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff right after this word from J.D. Byrider.
We say go.
If you've been turned down by other car dealers, it's good to know that over 1 million people have gotten the green light at J.D. Byrider. We inspect and computer test each car, backed by our good-to-go warranty. You could get the green light. Apply today at gojdb.com.
J.D. Byrider.
It's the way to
Go.
21-14, Northside goes on a 10-play drive to put points on the board. Opening kickoff of the third quarter, and I tell you what, Jeff, that was impressive.
Yeah, that was 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Those 10 plays, and the reason a lot of those were 10 plays, they got a first down, then a first down, then a first down.
Greatest sets it up at the 40. He kicks an onside kick, and Northside has a chance at it. And Northside's saying they have it. They do. And that is recovered by Northside. That is picked up. Looks like Eli Bolton. Eli Bolton recovered an onside kick. Northside retains possession. But we have a man down on the field.
That's always
seen his number, Jeff. If you got the binoculars.
97, I think.
Well, that's Raytail Roan. If it's 97,
yeah.
We cannot afford to lose him.
That's 97. He's holding his knee, and that Central player we were talking about a while ago, Buzz, he got up, walked up off the field. That was number 22, Tanner Barrett, but he seemed to be all right.
We got a 21-7 lead. Momentum definitely in Northside's favor, and the thing is, you want to get the most out of it. It's a great time to call an onside kick, but you almost take that onside kick back to have him not injured. You think he's going to be all right?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be all right. He's got he's just barely limping. He'll have full range of motion, I think. They may hold him out the rest of the game unless they just really need him.
First and 10 now for Northside at the 44-yard line of Central. 9:13 left in the third. Deuce sends twins to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Takes the snap. He looks left, wants to throw it. He wants Jordan, and is picked off at the 15-yard line. He's going to bring it back to the 35, to the 40, to the 45. He's at midfield, and he is going to be stopped there by Eli Bolton. Eli made a vicious hit, but they do get it back into Northside's territory at 46 46 or 47-yard line of Northside. All for nothing.
Yep.
On the onside kick. Dilworth was double covered, and the throw was a little bit short.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say, is a little bit underthrown there, and he made a good return. That was about a 38-yard return on that interception, so that was a good job by Central.
1st and 10 for Central at the 48 of Northside. They're down 21-7. Howard's your quarterback, works out of the gun, throws a quick pass, which is incomplete. Tyreek Adams was there just in case. That was Yancey, the intended receiver, 5'10", junior, 171 pounds, had a good first half. They'll use him at running back as much as they will wide receiver.
You know, and then if Northside would like to get this momentum back here, a 3-and-out would definitely do that.
Whitaker is your running back. Howard sets up in the gun, twins to the left, one receiver to the right, the short side of the field. He's going to hand it off to Whitaker, and Stevie Young was in pursuit.
Yeah, Stevie Young, he got a little bit of help in there for number 91, Caden Washington. They both big guys chased him down.
They only got one then, Jeff. They're going to show 2 on the board, but now they back off to 1. It's 3rd and 9. Ball's at the 46-yard line of Northside. 8:29 left in the third quarter. The score is Northside 21, Central Tigers 7. Howard works out of the gun. He's got Yancey in the backfield. He wants to throw. He looks over the middle, and he's got a man wide open at the 35-yard line for a first down, but they're going to drag him back to the 38-yard line. They'll give him forward progress up to the 35, 1st and 10. Found a little soft spot in there, Jeff, and he was wide open.
Yeah, they ran a little inside stunt there with their inside linebackers, and that's where he threw the ball, where that little curl zone was left vacant by the linebacker that ran a blitz.
DeJuan Brewer, your 6'3" receiver with 4.6 speed, split to the wide side of the field. Howard works out of the gun. He's going to throw it to the left side to Yancey. Yancey makes a move, fake, gets free. He's down to the 14-yard line where he is taken out of the bounds. They'll give him to the 13-yard line. They use DeJuan Brewer as a decoy. Jeff split him out to the right. He's your go-to guy. And they throw it to the short side to Yancey, and he did a good job. And we talked about this earlier. You're playing press coverage and you miss, and you go for the tackle and you miss.
That's it.
You're going to get a bunch of yards, and he did. 1st and 10 now for Central at the 12-yard line. They're down 21-7. Howard's going to hand it off to Whitaker. Whitaker tries to get to the corner, and he's going to lose the football, and it is going to be recovered, I think, by Central. Greg Washington almost had a hand on it, and he would have been in the end zone here in about another second.
Yeah, he would have been gone. That's what he was looking at.
Yes, instead of the ball.
Yep, sure enough.
You're exactly right. That's hard not to do. I mean, you're thinking, man, I got all that, and there's nothing between me and the end zone, but you got to get the ball first.
You know, they work on that. They call it scoop and score.
Yeah.
When you're working on in practice, and that's what he was wanting to do, and, well, he almost had it.
2nd and 10 from the 12. 7:10 left in the third quarter. Northside's up 21-7. Howard works out of the gun. He sends twins to the left, and he's going to hand it off to Whitaker. He goes up the middle, gets to the 7-yard line. He's going to pick up 5, so they'll be 3rd and 5 now. Game has been a game of opportunities lost.
Yeah, that's true for both teams, and that was Locke Stubblefield, Buzz, that made the last stop for the Grizzlies.
3rd down and 5 for Central. Ball is at the 8-yard line of Northside. 6:30 left in the third quarter. Howard fakes the handoff to Whitaker. He goes to the left and throws it over the middle, and it is picked off by Northside. You couldn't tell if he was on his knees when he caught it.
He was.
Great job. I couldn't get the number on who picked it off.
It was Tamonte Parks, 18, yeah.
Great job by Parks. Looks like he just read Horn's eyes. Stepped in front of him, and he couldn't tell if he was on his knees, but it is an interception. A turnover from Northside. The ball's at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10 with 6:24 left in this third quarter. They're up 21-7. Jordan Dilworth is going to split wide to the left side. One receiver to the right. He's going to send him in motion. Going to hand off to Bolton. Bolton gets over the line of scrimmage, may pick up 2. You have to be careful when you're on your own 5-yard line. You try to work your way out of the hole, but Chad Frazier, no telling. Jeff, he may line up and throw that post route.
You never know about Coach Frazier. That's for sure.
Second day for Northside. Ball's at the 7-yard line. Sends Bosley to the right side. Thorne's in the slot to the left. Deuce is going to keep it himself. He takes it up the middle, and he is hammered. Almost gets to the 15-yard line, but, boy, he was hit hard right around his knees.
Yeah, he was. That was a boy. Yeah, but I tell you what, though, he wasn't very far off from making a really huge play there.
3rd down and 2 for Northside. Deuce shakes it off, gets back up. He's going to work out of the gun. He's got Bolton at running back. J.T. Thorne split wide to the right. Dilworth in the slot to the left side. Now he's going to send Dilworth in motion. He's going to hand it to Bolton. Bolton's going to get the first down. He's at the 20, at the 25, at the 30, and he is tripped up, or he is on his way.
Yes, sir. That's a couple times, Buzz, that's happened to him. That they just reached out and yeah, that was the second time where he had a huge. He might have scored on that.
Right up the middle of the field. He and Jackson King run a lot alike. They're both small, compact, hard runners. We talk about it every game. We watched Hunter Pendleton last year. Now there's a sideline warning on Northside. Coach Fuller talks to the referee, promises him it'll never be done again. Never. Ball at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Northside. 5 minutes, 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Up 21-7. Trips to the right. They're going to run rails. He's going to hand it to Jackson King. Now he keeps it. Gets to the 35, to the 40, and he goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line. See him send trips to the short side of the field, Jeff. A lot of times they'll throw it to the back side, but Deuce faked it to Jackson King, kept it himself, and he picks up another first down.
Yeah, that's first down to first down. You like that. If you can average 10 yards a play, I think any coach would take that.
He got exactly 10. Ball's at the 44-yard line of Northside, 1st and 10, 2-score lead. 4:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Deuce throws a swing pass out to Jackson King. He's at the 45. He's at midfield. He's taken out at the 45, 46-yard line of Central. Jackson can do some things with no room, but when you give him a little bit like that, he picked up 8 yards, going to be 2nd and 2. Deuce sends Thorne, your sophomore receiver, split wide to the left. Dilworth is in the slot. Jackson King's going to get at the running back.
I know, and it's about to get worse because it's going to get cold.
Deuce hands it off to Jackson. Jackson takes it right up the middle to the 43-yard line. Now for a first down. That's what you want to do, just move the chain.
That's only a pick of about 4, but they only needed 2, so
first down. Jackson comes out, Eli comes in. J.T. Thorne stays on the left side. James Clayton is in the slot on the left side. Devontae Bosley is split to the near side. He's in the boundary. Dilworth is in the slot on the near side. Jackson is going to hand it off to Bolton. Bolton gets to the 41-yard line, maybe a pickup of 2. It will bring up a 2nd and 8 now. 4:11. Clock is ticking. Left in the 3rd quarter. Northside 21, Little Rock Central 7. J.T. Thorne is split to the left side. Twins to the right. Bolton's your running back. Going to send Dilworth in motion. He's going to give it to him on a jet sweep around the left side, but he is going to be caught from behind and brought down to the 45-yard line. Jordan's fast, but Lawrence Gregory was just a little bit faster.
Yeah, and he read that. He hurt himself on that play.
He did. I think he's wishing he hadn't made that tackle.
I think he just he's acting like he got the wind knocked out of him, Buzz. So I don't. I hope it's not. I hope that's what it is, because you both have had that done to us, and it doesn't feel good and it scares you, but he'll he'll get up. I think he'll get up and walk off. He just had the wind knocked out of him.
I think you're right, Jeff. He is up and walking to his sideline. That is Lawrence Gregory. Lawrence has had a good football game tonight. He's been very aggressive. He paid for that a little bit, but he was chasing Jordan Dilworth. You've got to give a little bit of extra effort when you're chasing a speedster like that. And Jordan has yet to get around the corner since the Pine Bluff game. That's when he came back from injury. He lost a yard. It's 3rd and 11. 3:41 left in the third. Ball's on the left hash mark. You're going to send Jordan to the slot on the left side with Bosley. Now he's going to get Jordan on a reverse. Jordan has some room now. He gets over midfield to the 45, to the 40, down to the 42. Jordan made a decision to cut it up, Jeff, and maybe if he'd have gone outside, he might have gone for more.
And that's going to bring up, like you said, a 4th down.
Well, they had a 3rd and 11. He's only going to get 6 out of that. It's going to be 4th and 5 now. Coach Fuller says go. Chad Frazier says go.
Here we go.
4th and 5. The ball's on the 38. 3 minutes left in the third. Deuce works out of the gun. Bolton's in the backfield. Deuce drops back, wants to throw it. He's pressured. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get the first down. He is up to the 20, to the 30, up to the 26-yard line. That's all Deuce wide.
Yeah.
That was a broken play. Deuce wanted to throw the football, Jeff, and there was nobody there. He had some pressure, and he just tucked it and ran. That's the second time tonight he's done that for big yards. He gets it to the 27-yard line of Northside. 2:40 and ticking left now in the third quarter. Northside is up 21-7. Deuce is going to hand it off to Bolton, or he fakes to Bolton, keeps it himself. He's at the 20-yard line. He's going to be stopped there, maybe the 21-yard line. He's got Bolton running away from us on the other side. It looked like he handed off to Eli. Great fake. Deuce keeps it himself. And he picks up 6 yards. Now it's 2nd and 4. The ball at the 21-yard line of the Little Rock Central Tigers. Dilworth comes out. J.T. Thorne comes in. He's going to split to the left. Bosley's going to split to the right. Jackson King is in for Eli. Deuce moves him around, gets comfortable with the setup. He's going to send Thorne in motion now. Takes the snap. He's going to fake to everybody and keep it himself. Takes it up the middle. He's to the 15-yard line. Enough for another first down. Minute 42. Jeff, the running clock, too.
Yeah, if you'll notice, they're standing back there, and they're waiting until the play clock gets under 5 seconds, Deuce is, before he snaps the ball.
Josh Douglas comes in. He's going to be in the slot on the left side. The ball's at the right hash mark. J.T. Thorne is split to the left side. Dilworth's back in. Bosley's in. They're split to the short side into the boundary. King is still your running back. Deuce wants to hand it to Jackson. Jackson gets up the middle. He runs hard, gets over the 10-yard line, down to the 9-yard line. Minute 11 left in this third quarter. Northside is definitely dominating the line of scrimmage right now.
It's no contest right now.
Jackson King, still your running back. He's been splitting time with Eli Bolton tonight. Josh Douglas is in the slot to the left side. Deuce is going to hand it to Jackson and get hit immediately. He's going to lose 2.
Well, now that was a blitz right there. And usually on a blitz, when you send a linebacker like that, that's just guessing. And they guessed right on that one, and he just didn't have a chance.
Well, Jeff, you're right. They guessed exactly right on that. 3rd down and 6, 27 seconds left in the third. Deuce works out of the gun. Eli Bolton has come in for Jackson King, the running back. Deuce draws Little Rock Central offside. They're going to get 5. Offsides on Central. Northside's going to get 5 the easy way there. There's 19 seconds left in the third. Van Matre, James Clayton come in. Josh Douglas comes out. Eli Bolton comes in. done a great job this half. They've just dominated the offensive side of the ball.
Well, they've dominated on this drive particularly. They got the ball with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's now start of the fourth quarter. Same possession. This is their second possession of the second half, and this is going to be the 17th play of this drive. And like I said, they've used up 6 minutes and 22 seconds. And they're fixing that a little bit more to that.
Ball's at the 7-yard line. They have a 3rd down and 2. Deuce steps up in the gun. He has Eli as the lone running back. You either see Eli or you see Jackson King at running back. Every once in a while you'll see Dilworth there, but they have him in the slot on the left side. That's the wide side of the field. Deuce is going to hand it off to Eli Bolt, and Eli fights for as much as he can get. He's going to get down to the 2-yard line. Looked like Eli was going to escape there and pull it loose, Jeff, and get to the end zone, but they're going to stop him short, and they have a Little Rock Central Tiger that is down on the field.
And, Buzz, that was that same formation they've been running every time they get down inside the 10-yard line. That's when they stack Van Matry in that power formation, and he pulled again and trapped, and he just had a heck of a block there. That was number 52 for Little Rock Central, and that's Shannon Ray. And he's limping a little bit. Looks like kind of limp that's caused by a cramp, though.
Well, you hope what it is. Yeah. I think you're right about that, Jeff, but they're getting him off the field.
Yeah.
We are in the Burton Pools and Spas, the king of spas. Get your feet wet without getting in over your head. Red zone. Northside is at the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Deuce works out of the gun. He's going to hand it off to Bolton, and Bolton tries to get to the end zone. I'm looking for the signal. Nope, they're not going to give it to him. He's going to get down to the 1-yard line.
The 2nd goal, Grizzlies.
The 2nd and goal now for Northside. No changes in personnel. Bosley split wide to the right. Dilworth in the slot. Nobody to the left side. Van Matry is your tight end. Deuce works out of the gun. He's going to hand it to Bolton. No, he fakes it, and he takes it in untouched. Touchdown, Deuce. And I'm not sure anybody even knew
no, they
football.
No.
What a fake by Deuce Wise.
Oh, man.
Everybody keyed on Bolton, and he walks it in. 11:18 left in this football game. Northside goes up 27-7. All they've got to do is get into the David Burton Pools and Spas red zone. They got it made. Deuce will be your holder. Paredes comes in after missing his first extra point and has done good on his last 2, so hopefully he keeps that streak going. Deuce puts it down. The kick is up, and it is good. That makes the score Northside 28, Central Tigers 7, 11:18 left in this football game. We'll take a break, be back with the kickoff after this word from Play It Again Sports, Northside Grizzly football on Life 98.7.
Hi, this is Art Haynes from the Chiefs Radio Network, here for Play It Again Sports at 2817 South Zero Street in Fort Smith. Play It Again supports the Northside Grizzlies. Mention this ad and receive 20% off your purchase that day of any new and used sporting equipment. They carry baseball, football, wrestling, disc golf, and fitness equipment. Bring in your quality used gear for additional savings. That's Play It Again Sports, 2817 South Zero. Proud supporter of Northside.
28-7 is the score here at Mayo-Thompson on homecoming for the Grizzlies. Jeff was telling me in the break that was a 19-play drive. And I'll tell you something, you put a defense on the field that long, these guys are gassed.
Yeah, that'll demoralize the defense. And it doesn't do the offense any good either. That now they're 3 touchdowns behind.
Paredes tees it up at the 40. He gets his foot into it. The ball's going to come down at the 4-yard line. And he does not have anywhere to go. He's going to get it up to the 9 where he is taken down by a host of Grizzlies. Looks like Tyreek Adams was the first one there. What, Jeff? Paredes just kicked that one sky high. And that ball came down. I think he caught it at the 4-yard line. He just didn't have anywhere to go. He had 4 or 5 Grizzlies on top of him before he could even make a decision on which way to go.
You know, that reminded me of your kickoffs and punts back in the day.
can't even remember that day.
Oh, I can't either. I'm just kidding.
28-7, Northside up with 11 minutes and 12 seconds left in this football game. Howard has been your quarterback for Central all night long, and he's going to work out of the gun. He's going to be forced to throw, and it is going to be complete. And that was complete to Antoine Westbrook. He's a 10th grader, 5'8", 165. That's what Central's going to have to do, Jeff.
Yeah, they're going to have to throw it down every down.
Going to have to throw it. So the defensive backs, Tyreek Adams, Jeremy Maffei,
And 3, ball spotted.
Greg Washington, Elijah Taboo. You guys need to be on their toes. Locke Stubblefield, Cole Edens need to put some pressure on them. 2nd down and 3 after a gain of 7. Whitaker's in the backfield, but Howard wants to throw, and he throws it into the hands of his receiver, but Elijah Taboo and Anthony Travis dislodged that football from him, or made it where he didn't want it. Goes for an incompletion. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. The ball is at the 16-yard line of Little Rock Central. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in this football game. And he's going to set up in the gun with Whitaker in the backfield. He's trying to draw Northside off sides, and he is going to get that call. The referee's going to throw the flag. Well, they should get a 1st down out of this.
Well, Buzz, I was going to say it was good news to see number 97 back in the game, Raytel Wrong, and he's the one that jumped offside. So.
Well, it is good to see him.
Yeah, it is. He's not hurt that bad, so, yeah, it's really good.
Well, Taki Patrick, who is your nose guard, is out with a shoulder injury, so Raytel's having to play his position tonight. 1st and 10 for Central at the 20-yard line. Howard is changing the play. Sends twins to the right, twins to the left. He's going to throw it. He's getting pressure, but he's going to get rid of the football and just throw it out of bounds. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Had a lot of pursuit from Prefonte right out.
Yeah, and you had number 7, Cole Edens. He was on a blitz then, an outside blitz, and Central picked it up. He was no factor on that play.
2nd and 10 for Central. 1 back in the backfield. That's Whitaker. He's been splitting time with Yancey, but they're going to throw it. Howard throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. I think you heard footsteps. Anytime you got a guy going across the middle, you got to have a lot of concentration just to watch that ball all the way into your hands, because you know you're going to take a big lick. And he didn't concentrate, Jeff. He just let that one go through. He didn't want to take the lick. 10:22 left in this football game. Northside up 28-7. Have a 3rd and 10 here. We need to get a stop right here. Howard's going to send twins to the left side. He wants to throw to the left side, and it's going to be complete to Yancey, and Yancey's going to make the move, get the 1st down, all the way up to the 40-yard line of Central. Yancey has been a factor.
Yes, he has
tonight. Plays some running back when Whitaker needs to come out, and has done a good job there, but he is a wide receiver at heart, and did a good job getting up in the air, making a catch there, getting the 1st down. Howard takes the snap, and he's on the run, throws it deep. He has a man open if he catches it, and he does, but he's going to drop it. Howard saw him, and he caught the ball at the 20-yard line, and that's one of his better receivers, Deshaun Brewer. He's 6'3" with 4.6 speed, and you leave a guy that wide open. Sometimes I think that it's easier for them to catch it if they're covered than if they're all by themselves.
That's a good-looking kid, too.
Yeah. He dropped that one. Thank you. Well, brings up a 2nd and 10.
I was hoping they'd call that a catch and then a fumble, but
yeah,
wishful thinking there, and he didn't do it. So, like you said, 2nd and 10.
10 minutes left in the football game. Northside up 28-7. 2nd down and 10. Central has the ball at their own 40-yard line. Whitaker in the backfield, but he's not going to get it because Howard wants to throw, and he has to throw, and he's going to throw it to Yancey again, and Yancey goes up after being covered by Maffei. Maffei had great coverage on him. Yancey goes up and really could have made the play, but just dropped it.
Yeah, Raytel Wrong put a lot of pressure on the quarterback then. He may have had something to do with that ball not being exactly where the receiver needed it to be.
3rd and 10 for Central, 9:51 left in the football game. He's going to send trips to the right side. That is the wide side of the field. His go-to guy, Yancey, is to the near side. And he's going to hand it to Whitaker. Whitaker gets up the middle. It's 3rd and 10. I'm a little bit shocked by the call.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to catch Raytail Roan asleep, and they didn't.
Tackle by number 45.
Or Devontae Rideout.
Well,
that brings up I think he gets 2. It's 4th and 8 now. They have to go for it. Ball's at the 42-yard line of Central. Northside would love to get a turnover on downs here. Howard takes the snap. He looks to his right. Now he's going to throw it over the middle. It's in and out of his hands of his receiver. And that's the second time in this series that Antoine Westbrook could not hang on to the ball. Looks like Anthony Travis is down.
Yep.
Do you not want to see that?
No.
He may have taken the brunt of that collision. I think he's going to be all right. They're getting him up, and he is going to walk off. He is a basketball player first and then a football player next, and I think he's made the transition very well.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a tough kid right there. You know, that's about the second or third kid we've seen from, counting both teams that have had the wind knocked out of them. I think that's all he had to do.
It's good to see him when they get up and walk off, and Anthony got up quick. Now, he did that a lot against Pine Bluff. Yeah. He got the player of the game in Pine Bluff. He was on probably 20 tackles. But it seemed like every time that, he was in on a real hard tackle, he would come off with a stinger, then he'd be right back on. 1st and 10 for Northside at the 42 of Central. Deuce is going to hand it to Jackson King. He makes a move to the left, gets around the corner to 40 to 35, goes out of bounds at the 32. Enough for a first down. Jackson King is so fun to watch. Eli Bolt is going to come in, and Jackson's going to go out. Jackson can play quarterback also. He played quarterback at Darby. And then when he plays JV on Monday night, he's a quarterback. Very, very talented athlete. Not going to give him the first down. They say he ran out of bounds 2 yards short, so it is 2nd now and 2. Deuce works out of the gun, gets a bad snap, has to do something with it, and he does. He has got some room. He's at the 30. Makes a move to the 25. He's still on his feet down to the 22-yard line. Well, he will pick up a first down. That's the 3rd time tonight that Deuce has made something out of nothing.
Yeah, he's had a big night. Not him and Bolton and Jackson King, all 3 have had a real good job tonight. Have done a good job.
1st and 10 for Northside. 8:54 left in the contest. Northside up 28-7. Eli Bolton is your running back. Deuce is going to hand it to Eli. He's at the 20, at the 15. Starts out off tackle Jeff and cuts it back up the middle, looking for a seam there. Got a little bit. Maybe get 5 out of it. Should bring up a 2nd down and 5 now.
He made a good cut there. Got it back against the grain and picked up an extra 3 or 4 yards. He may not have gotten.
Ball's on the right hash mark. Deuce keeps him in the game, and he's going to give it back to him. He's at the 15 to the 14. Hit hard. Now, these guys take some really big legs. He was hit that time by Joseph Lewis. He's 5'10", 170, playing linebacker, and he hit him hard in the knees, but kids pop up. Jordan Dilworth, the speedster, split wide to the left. 3rd down and 1 for Northside on the 13-yard line of Central. Eli stays in the game. Deuce is trying to draw Central off. They don't bite. Looks to the sideline to change the play. J.T. Thorne is split into the boundary. Now he's going to send Thorne in motion, takes the snap, and he is going to fake it. Now he hands it, gives it off to J.T. J.T. is at the 10, going to be run out of bounds, 7-yard line. Deuce waited till the last second. He sent him in motion, took the snap, and waited till the last minute to pitch it to him, and J.T. tried to get around the corner. Picks up a few yards. Well, they're showing that he does have a first down. That's 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. 7 minutes and 23 seconds left in the football game. Northside up, 3 scores. J.T. Thorne, your sophomore, split wide to the right. No receivers to the left. Deuce is going to give it to Jackson King. Jackson gets to the 5, down to the 4, fighting to get to the 3, maybe the 2, down to the 1. Can they push him in? They're not going to give it to him. He had some help there, Jeff. Along with his strength and some help from his teammates, you thought he was going to get it into the end zone. They're going to put it on the 1-yard line. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in this football game. 2nd down and goal now. Jackson stays in the game. They've got Dilworth in the backfield with him. J.T. Thorne split wide to the right, 2 tight end set. He's going to hand it back off to Jackson King, and Jackson dances a little bit and is not going to be able to get it in the end zone. That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal. Clock's ticking, 6:27. Northside up 28-7. I'm starting to feel real good about this.
Yeah, me too.
Dilworth is in the slot to the right side. Clayton's your tight end on the right side. J.T. Thorne split wide right. That's the wide side of the field. Jackson King's your running back. Deuce is going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. Walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Northside. Another touchdown for Deuce where he keyed on Jackson King, took it in himself, untouched. 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in this game. Coach Valur's got to feel really, really good tonight about his offensive line, the ability to move a football, which they hadn't been able to do in 3 out of the 4 games that they played so far this year. Northside is now up 34-7.
Got another Tiger down out there. Yeah, can't get a number yet.
No, he's getting up too.
Yep, is that number? Yep, that's number 22 again. That's his second go around. He's had a good game. Yeah, Tanner Barrett. He's had a good game tonight. He's been all over the field. He may be just a little bit tired.
Northside does not set up in the swinging gate. They're going to go ahead and get the conventional extra point formation. This extra point is sponsored by Cherryberry. And here in a minute, I'm going to give you a phone number to call so you can win a 16-ounce cup of Cherryberry. Deuce is your holder. Puts it down. The kick is up by Paredes, and it is good. The score is now Northside Grizzlies 35, Little Rock Central Tigers are 7. Write this number down. It is 479-783-1650. That's 479-783-1650. Call that number, and you will get a free 16-ounce cup of Cherryberry. They have 50 toppings. They have 16 flavors. Jeff, that place is unbelievable. And I tell you what, if you hadn't had it, you need to. Even if you call it a night and don't win it, go get you one. 35-7, Northside is up. Offensive line has been a different offensive line this entire second half.
Yeah, they've been beast tonight. They have definitely controlled things tonight.
Tigers put 2 back deep at the 10-yard line. Paredes stepped up. I'm sure he's just going to unload on this one. At 35-7, who knows? They may get another onside kick. Try to get it in the mercy rule.
Never know about Coach Blur.
Never know. He is going to unload on it, but he doesn't catch it solid, and it is picked up at the 10-yard line. He's at the 20, and he is hit at the 20. He stays on his feet. He's still on his feet. He's at the 30-yard line, at the 35-yard line. What you got to do is wrap him up.
Yep.
A glancing blow will not take him down.
No,
that is Antonio Brown, 6 foot 175 senior. He splits his time at defensive back and wide receiver. He just did a great job. He wasn't going to be denied then. He just stayed on his feet.
Ran hard,
and got it up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Central Tigers. 5:53 left in the contest. Northside is up 35-7. And they have Parks is going to be one of your defensive backs. Bing Bonda is going to be the other one.
Whitaker on the carry for the Tigers.
Whitaker takes the football, goes off the right side. He's going to gain 5. Now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I think Northside has got their JV defense in, Buzz.
For the Grizzlies.
Surface will be one of your linebackers. I know he's gotten a little bit of playing time at linebacker earlier this season. So there's going to be Loft on the play. Howard, your quarterback, handed off to Whitaker. He had nowhere to go. In fact, he's a little bit shaken up. He lays there. He looks like he's going to be able to get up. He's had a long night.
Sean Mays, Buzz, was in on that tackle for the Grizzlies on that last play for a loss, I believe. It's not a short game.
One of your only starter is Maffei. He is still in at safety. 4:50 left in the football game. Central 7, Northside is 35. Parks wants to hand it off to Whitaker, and he'll get 2 yards. It'll be now 3rd and 3, or be 4th down and 3.
Because that was number 30, Javian Mills, then on attack for the Grizzlies.
It's good to see these guys get some playing time.
On Friday nights, that's going to help down the line.
You bet. Deshaun Mays playing linebacker. Going to take a timeout. Talk about this. They have a 4th down and 2. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them, and we'll be back right after this word from La Huerta Grill.
Tonight's Northside Grizzly football game is brought to you in part by La Huerta Grill. La Huerta serves the best Mexican food anywhere. They always have daily lunch and dinner specials. They were voted best of the best live music, night spot, and Mexican restaurant in 2016 by the Times Record. They are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10:30. La Huerta Grill, located at 400 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith, a proud sponsor of Northside Grizzly football.
Well, it's been total domination by Northside's offense this second half, and this is something that you have not seen, other than the Van Buren game, you have not seen this all night long. Take into consideration who you're playing. Central, before the game, we figured we're probably dead even on paper.
Yeah.
We do have the advantage of being home. It's homecoming, but Northside does have a lot of skilled players, a lot of guys on the offensive line that have done they got a lot of playing time last year, and you expect them to do better. Now it looks like tonight they have reached some potential.
Yeah, they've done that tonight. Another Central Tiger down.
That's Whitaker. That's the second time this series he's been down, and we kind of skipped a play there. He runs for a first down. They're going to put the ball at the 42-yard line of Northside, where Whitaker just picked up a first down, but he is down.
And on that last play, Buzz, number 23, Braden Henley, and number 27, Henry Hernandez, brought him down, and I guess they might have brought him down a little too hard.
Yeah, he's been running hard all night long.
Yeah, he has.
And has not had a lot of success. Obviously, they had 7 points on the board, but this has been kind of the norm tonight. Well, he may be a little more hurt than the other guys. His ankle is
his ankle or his knee. He's not putting any weight at all on that knee. He's having two of their trainers helping him off the field. That's not a good line. I hate to.
Well, he got a first down before he got hurt. Ball's marked at the 42-yard line of Northside. 4:15 left in this football game. Going to sing Juwan Brewer to the left side of the field. They got 2 receivers to the right, but they're going to hand it off to the running back, who is a new running back, and he's going to get 2 yards. That was Devon Mosby.
Yep.
He is a 10th grader, 5'8", 160, who is in for Whitaker, who has had a tough night.
Number 38, Deshaun Mays. Buzz, I hope I'm saying his name right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Deshaun Mays was in on the tackle again for the Grizzlies.
Second down and 6, 3:35 left in the football game. Howard takes the snap, and he hands it off to his running back, who's going to get a first down and be brought down at Northside's 30-yard line. I think that the outcome of this contest is not in question anymore. There's 3:22 left in this football game. Clock is ticking.
That was Mathai on that last tackle for the Grizzlies.
He's your lone remaining starter. 1st and 10. And Mills has had some playing time, and he is a hard hitter.
Yeah, he is. He came up and laid a pretty good lick on him that time.
2nd and 10 for Central at the 30-yard line of Northside. 2:44 left in the football game. Howard's still your quarterback. They have not switched him, but he's going to keep it on a quarterback sweep, and he is going to be taken out of bounds at the 15-yard line. There's a first down now for Central. Clock stopped at 2:33 after he went out of bounds.
15-yard line.
1st and 10 for Central. They're down 35-7. This just for moral purposes, they'd like to get some points on the board, make them feel a little better about the trip they've got to take back to Little Rock tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a long way to go to get beat, but it's long when you get beat like this.
Yeah, and they're on a 3-game losing streak, too. That's sometimes hard to get out of your head. Howard hands off to his running back. He's going to get 2 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left in this football game. Northside is up 35-7. A lot of JV guys getting some playing time tonight. That's always fun. I remember that being in the 10th grade and getting to play some on Friday night. Howard's going to keep the football, and a quarterback keeper takes it into the end zone. Touchdown for Little Rock Central. Score is now 35-13. Minute 46 left. Howard's been a good quarterback.
Yeah, he has.
He's got some talent. He started 9 games last year, threw for 1,300 yards. He's just not had a lot of participation from his receivers. Been a lot of drop balls tonight.
Well, I was going to say that. He's hit a lot of kids in bad spots now, when that old saying, hit him in a bad spot, you hit him in the hands. He just had
the extra point is up and good. The score is now 35-14. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back right after this word. This is Northside Grizzly football on Live 98.7.
Hi, this is Buzz Sawyer. We've come a long way since 1988. Along the way, we've learned the importance of a lifetime product, service after the sale, and making quality affordable. My company has grown in one of the largest in Arkansas and Oklahoma, installing sunrooms, concrete driveways and patios, replacement windows, siding, and other products. Sawyer's offers 100% financing with low monthly payments for any of your projects. Give us a call at 649-4600 or come by our showroom at 8605 Highway 271 South in Fort Smith.
Minute 46 left in this football game. The outcome is not in question. It's 35 Northside, 14 for Central, but I'm sure you'll probably see an onside kick here. They've got it teed up at 40, and there's your onside kick, and it is going to be recovered by Central. It hit a Northside guy, went over his head, and number 4, who has been a good player, Antonio Brown, has been on the kickoff. A lot of special team action by Antonio Brown. He had a great kickoff return earlier, but was able to recover that onside kick on the run.
Yeah, that was just perfect. Took a perfect hop right there. End over end kick on the ground, and the nose of the football caught it just right.
Well, they have the ball at the 43-yard line of Northside, 1st and 10. Howard comes back in, works out of the gun. Northside does not have enough players on the field. They're going to have to take a timeout. And we're going to spend a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this word from A to Z Variety. This is Grizzly football on Life 98.7.
Big crowds and sports parties call for big savings. A to Z Variety Store is your headquarters for snacks and beverages on game night. You'll always score a touchdown with their huge selection of chips, dips, cookies, and beverages located in the A to Z Variety Store grocery aisles. Shop wall-to-wall discounts all at one convenient Fort Smith location at 2600 Midland Boulevard. It's all at A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith.
Welcome back to Mayo-Thompson. 35-14 is the score. We're getting a little bit sloppy out there. We let them score a touchdown. Make it 35-14. They kick an onside kick. They get that. The ball's at the 43-yard line of Northside right now. Howard's going to work out of the gun, and he sends DeJuan Brewer split to the left side. He's looking for him, throws it now over the middle, and it should have been intercepted. Hearing the flag and cracking it, but just could not catch up to the football. He had DeJuan Brewer sprinting down the left side, and he was well covered, so he had to pick out a new receiver. He checked down, threw it down the middle, and Maffei had a shot at it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't intercept that. I thought he was going to.
2nd and 10 for Central. Howard works out of the gun. He's going to make the handoff, keep it on a quarterback sweep, and that's what he scored on before. He gets around the corner, but he's not going to have enough for the first down. He does go out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:34 left.
Well, now they're taking advantage of the youth that Northside has out there. They're running those option plays where the guy that is there on the field probably don't know their assignments as well as the starters do, so they're taking advantage of that.
Ball's at 37. Howard works out of the gun. He keeps it again, gets around the corner for a first down, goes out of bounds, 28-yard line. Stops the clock at 1:30.
They're going to keep doing that same thing right there until they're going to run that same play again. I would. They're getting 8-10 yards a snap until Northside stops it. They're going to keep running it.
The Grizzlies 31-yard line.
Well, they send Brewer wide left again. The ball's on the right hash mark. One back in the backfield. And Howard wants to throw, and he's going to throw it out to the right side. It is complete. He tries to tightrope down the sideline, but goes out of bounds. Short of a first down. They're going to mark him at the 27-yard line. 1:24 left in this football game.
They've gone 16 yards in 21 seconds.
Northside's going to take a timeout. 1:24 left in this football game. We're going to take a timeout with them, and we'll be back after this word from Cherryberry. This is Grizzly football on Life 98.7.
Cherryberry self-serve frozen yogurt offers 50 rotating healthy flavors and 100 toppings. Simply grab a cup and start swirling. Add toppings ranging from granola, cereals, and fresh fruits to all kinds of candies, sprinkles, and even a variety of nuts and syrups. After the creation is complete, weigh and pay by the ounce.
And do the Cherryberry. Do the Cherryberry.
At Cherryberry, the possibilities are endless as you have complete control. Swirl it, top it, weigh it, pay for it.
Do the Cherryberry.
Cherryberry, located on Phoenix in the Fort Smith Pavilion. That's how you do it.
The Northside puts their starters back in, and it shows.
Yep.
Howard had nowhere to go, takes the snap. Anthony Travis is on him. Cole Edens was there. Clayton Washington was there. So I guess, enough's enough.
Yeah, you hate to put your starters back in there, but Central obviously left their starters in there, and they were taking advantage of that fact, and Northside had to put theirs back in. So
50 seconds left in the football game. Howard in the gun. Wants to throw, and he throws it over middle. It's complete at the 15-yard line, and he's going to be dropped there, maybe back to the 16-yard line. We have a winner in the Cherryberry call-in. Barry Incessum's called in and has a 16-ounce Cherryberry coming, so congratulations to you. Enjoy it. 43 seconds left in this football game. 1st and 10 for Central. Howard keeps the ball on a quarterback sweep and will go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Clock stops at, the clock does not stop. He went out of bounds, but they're running it.
They said he was down in bounds.
And that was they may just let it run there. That was Elijah Taboo. Elijah Taboo.
The Grizzlies.
Well, I don't understand that. They let it run down about 12 seconds and then call timeout. It's 16 seconds left in this football game. They're down 35-14 and call a timeout. Northside is going to keep their starters in.
There's no telling what you're going to get from Scooter Register on this play.
Second down and 12, 16 seconds left in the contest. Northside is up 35-14. It's been one of those games that, between penalties and turnovers, Northside probably could have put 50 on the board, especially if their offensive line had performed like they in the first half like they have in the second half. Howard works out of the gun, wants to throw. Feeling the pressure, rolls to the left. Now he's going to throw it. It is going to be incomplete, thrown over his receiver's head in the end zone. Tyreek Adams is there. Greg Washington was there. That's a good job with your cornerback and your safety coming over for help.
Yeah, they helped a lot then. They knew where they were going. with that pass, and so I think they were cheated over that way a little bit. The safety was.
When Fonte comes out, Locke Stubblefield is in at one of your linebacker positions. Your starters are in at quarterback and safety. The pass was thrown over the middle. The third time that Antoine Westbrook has hurt footsteps, and I want no part of that.
He doesn't want any of that.
4th down and 12 for Central. 5 seconds left on the clock. This should be the last play of the game. Northside does not want to end with them scoring.
No.
Juwan Brewer wide to the left. Now they're going to bring him back in. They're going to send trips to the left side. Brewer's going to flip and go to the right side. That's the short side of the field. One back in the backfield. Throws it over the middle, and it is caught for a touchdown. It was wide open.
But no time left on the clock.
Left on it, and you hate to end like that, especially with your starters in. 35-20 extra point. If good, will make it 35-21. It's a win, but you just you just feel a little bit sick to your stomach about that. 35-20. And actually, the last 2 touchdowns really could have been avoided. They're not even going to kick the extra point. The players are going to meet the middle of the field now to shake hands. This one's going to end 35-20. I'm not sure why they're not kicking the extra point, but I guess since there's nothing to be gained from it, they're going to end the game there. 35-20. Northside is going to win this. So we will take a break, and we will be back with the Fentress post-game show right after this word from Fentress Funeral Home. This is Grizzly Radio on Live 98.7.
Fentress Funeral Home has been dedicated to serving the families of the Fort Smith and the surrounding area since 1913. Located at the corner of 18th and A Street, their professional staff can assist you with all of your family's planning needs. Whether you need their services immediately or pre-planning for the future, Fentress Funeral Home will be there for your family in the most difficult times. Visit them online at fentressmortuary.com or call 479-783-6178.
You've got to check out Golden Corral's all-new smokehouse all week long at dinner. We're serving up authentic hickory smoked pulled pork, chicken, and fall-apart tender baby back ribs. And there's even more on the weekends. Smoked beef brisket and incredible smoked turkey. Hickory smoked meats cooked low and slow to juicy perfection and right on site. Golden Corral has over 150 choices, all for one low price. But the only choice that matters is yours. Golden Corral, your choice rules.
The Grizzly post-game show is sponsored by Fentress Funeral Home.